Hey, everybody, good evening, happy Sunday, happy Pride. Last day of Pride Month, a bunch of big parades and marches all across the country today and the world. So thanks for being with us on today, June 30th, the last day of Pride Month. For Half Right Heroes, we are happy to be back this week. We sort of left the team in a lurch in the middle of a fight that they seemed to be having a really easy time of last week. How weird. Anyway, my name's Eugenio, also sometimes known as your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master, DM Jazzy Hands. I'm thrilled to have you back. Let's go ahead and go around and introduce ourselves and our characters. Let's start. I'm sorry, I use he, him pronouns. And let's go ahead and start with Carl. I'm going random today.
I'm Carl, and I play Lafcadio Whitehorn, the Tabaxi Warlock.
Alrighty, and how about Vinny?
My name is Vinny. And I play Kale Irvine, the knowledge cleric of Denier from Eltergard, and he wants you to know that he's from there.
Great. Graham.
Hi, I'm Graham. I play the Shatterkai wizard. Who am I? Taslin Evrio, and yeah, I'm just your resident spooky boy.
Okay. John.
Hey everybody, I'm John. I play Wampum Thunderbelly, your Battle Master fighter. So, I'm ready to finish this fight.
Fantastic. And last but most certainly not least, Casey.
I am the champion of Time War. I'm Paler of the Plains, Heckler of Big Fire Chickens, and she who fights Storm Noss of Neverwinter.
All right, fantastic. That is our crew for today. Graham, you asked us earlier about a recap. Do you want to start this week's off? Because I generally really like your recaps. They make me laugh.
Okay. So, Kale brought the scythe to the Blackstaff, current resident Blackstaff, to research and destroy. He blew off the secret order that... are they the Emerald Enclave? Yeah, they're the Emerald Enclave. That Lafcadio has revealed that he's been working for the whole time. And then the invisible Exarch of Maleki, I think it's Maleki, was like, yo, there's something going on with the Seldarine Temple. Let's go check it out. And when we got there, they realized that the divinity in some of the altars were not there, or there was an issue. And so we went down into the cellar, and there's a portal to the Shadowfell, I think. And then a bunch of invisible people were hitting us. Everyone was, like, freaking out. Taslin cast a spell. Yeah. That's all I remember.
That was exactly what we needed, so everyone is up to speed. Let's jump in. No, kidding. We're going to fill out a few of those details, but before we do, I really just wanted to start with that because I knew it was going to make me smile. A couple of housekeeping things before we fill in some of those details and get started with today's game. As I mentioned, today is the last day of Pride Month. We have been spending all month raising money for the amazing Trevor Project. Last week, we hit our goal of $500 for the month, which is amazing. We have gone somewhat over that goal. I cannot tell you how incredible that is. Trevor Project was represented today at New York Pride that I spent some time at, and I yelled at them, but they didn't really know why. It was a weird moment. Anyway, we are very excited to have hit our goal, which means that everyone who has donated is now entered into a giveaway that we're going to be doing at the end of tonight's stream. Whatever name from those donors that we draw will get access to a legendary bundle from D&D Beyond, meaning that they get access to every product published thus far on D&D Beyond, and will have a nice little discount to purchase all future products that may come out. So that's very exciting. We want to really have a huge thank you to D&D Beyond for providing us with that legendary bundle for us to give away, as a big thank you to all of you for participating in our fundraiser. It really is amazing. You all have been wonderfully kind and generous, and we all really appreciate it. So thank you there. As always, this is the last day, so if you want to continue to donate, those proceeds will still go to the Trevor Project. We're going to do it till the end of today's stream. So toss in if you still want to enter, get your name entered into that giveaway. You have, another just under 3 hours to do it, so do the thing. Other details, I think that's all we sort of have to do. So, yes, Graham, that was a wonderful... funny thing, you mentioned the Exarch of Mieliki. I was just doing some research on Chosen and Exarchs today, and they are not the same thing. She is a Chosen, not an Exarch.
Aw, shucks.
Exarchs can also... A Chosen can be elevated to Exarch status, but they're not automatically the same. Anyway, I'm rambling. So, yes, you all headed into the Temple of the Seldarine, where the Chosen of Mialiki said weird stuff was happening. As you mentioned, she discovered that all of the divinity and the divine connection in the upper level of the Temple of all of the gods of the Seldarine, all 28, I think it is, gods of the Seldarine, was missing. Excuse me. And she could feel, and some of you sort of figured out that whatever the source of the drain was coming from the catacombs below, the great big open burial space beneath the floor of the entire temple complex. Excuse me. So you went down and found yourselves in a great big chamber with statues to 21 of the 28 gods of the Seldarine. There was some sort of vortex void at the foot of the statue of Corlon Lorathian, which seemed sort of like a big old middle finger up by placing it there, whoever did it. The Chosen of Mialiki, with the help of Kale, have begun to attempt to dispel and close this vortex void that is sucking away the divine power of the temples above, and you all were attacked by several types of foul creatures from the Shadow Fell. There it is. So we find ourselves in the fourth round of combat. It seems right now, that like I said, Kale and the Chosen of Mialiki, whose name is Jareth, are working on closing the vortex. The rest of the party is fighting off skulks and lost to allow them time to concentrate. So let's jump right in. We begin at the top of round 4 with Wampum. Nas, you're on deck.
All right, with a huge battle roar, Wampum swings for the first time.
Oh, you've got this poor Lost right up next to you.
And for 10 points of damage.
Alrighty. Oh, so close.
Swings time for 16 points of damage.
That one will do it, and that final I think it's the final lost creature, drops to the ground and begins to discorporate back to the Shadowfell.
Now, these, do I know they're there?
You are kind of aware that they're somewhere in that area, but you can't see them.
Alright, so I will move down to here.
Great.
And I will swing somewhere in this general area.
Yeah, you also, as I recall, you knew that they were attacking Taslin's shadows, so you can, face the right direction. I'm not going to worry about that. So just go ahead and give me an attack roll with disadvantage.
Disadvantage for the third one is going to be a 22. For
That'll do. That'll do.
And for my fourth attack with my offhand, with a hand axe, is going to be a 21 for 9.
All right, and those will be enough to... So you see a little puff, or you feel a little puff of air that you don't see anything, but you sort of, as you slice through the thing the second time, you feel your axe the resistance against your axe disappears, and you get the sense that perhaps 2 enemies have fallen to your axes this round. Anything else, Wampum?
That will be it.
Alrighty, Nas, you are up. Kale, you're on deck.
Everybody looks all right, so
Is she in the cloud kill?
She's just on the edge. She's safe at the moment. Whose cloud kill is that? That is yours, right, Taslim?
That's mine, yeah.
Just making sure.
So I'm just going to take a cautious step back and continue to look around, and if I hear anything approaching, I'm going to go for it.
Sounds like a plan.
Press my back to Kale there.
All right, Kale, how about you?
So I was having to use my action to make Arcana checks to help close the thingy.
That is correct, yes.
Here we go!
Here you go!
27.
All right, so a bit more work is done on closing the vortex. You and, well, you can't see Jezrin helping, but the two of you are focusing your magical energies to sort of cut off this vortex from its source. Lefcadio, you are up.
I see Nos taking a defensive stance, and I'm like, oh, all right, that's what we're doing. I also just look around for any more foes, and I call, Kale, are there any more?
I'm busy.
Okay, yeah, sure.
All right.
You are pretty focused.
So I'll hold my action, and I guess if anyone approaches me, Kale, or Nos,
okay.
If any hostile creatures appear to be coming towards us, I will lash out with my whip.
Excellent. I love it. Okay, Jareth is going to continue. I had the wrong modifier for her last week. But anyway, Jareth is going to also try to... Where are we? Here we go. Is also going to try to do a bit more dispelling. But she sort of bobbles her concentration and is unable to... She holds it, but she's not able to make any progress this round. The invisible creature here is going to... Let's see. 1, 2... wait, I should check their intelligence before I decide what it does. Because on the one hand, if it's at all smart, it's going to try and go after the thing that just beat the crap out of its friend. It's got a 10, that's good enough. Alright, so it's going to turn and attack Wampum. Can't help it, it ain't going to hit, but is going to try. Alright, here we go. Oh, that still doesn't hit you, does it? 20 doesn't hit you.
No, it does not.
No, it does not. All right, so it takes a swing at you. You feel a little breath of wind next to you, but nothing happens.
Something breathing on me.
I believe all the lost are down, so we can take that out of initiative. So, Tazlin, you are up. The cloud moves another 10 feet south of you, or away from you, I should say.
And would it be a bonus action to cancel concentration or a free action?
No, that's if you want to get rid of concentration.
I'll get rid of it.
All right, so off that
And
goes.
I guess Tazlin should probably help with the portal, so I'll move 25 feet. And I will make an Arcana check.
Yep, do that.
And then, as a bonus action, I will tell one up. That's a 14.
So I'll say with a 14, it takes you this round to sort of figure out what it is that Kale and Jezun are doing. That's not actually quite enough to contribute this round to its closing, but you get sort of a sense of what's going on.
Okay, and I'm going to have this guy go up right behind me and take a dodge action. And the other one will just stay put.
The skulk is gonna sadly take a puny little attack of opportunity against it.
Is it crossing?
Oh, it was up here. I'm sorry. I thought it was right next to it.
No, the one that's right engaged with it is just taking the dodge action.
Got
and
it.
Staying put.
Perfect. All right. We are at round number 5. Top of the round again. Wampum, you are up. You have a sense that there's one more of those things somewhere near you to your left.
Well, since it's invisible, I did have a net 20, but 19.
A 19's still going to hit it, so that's going to do
points of damage.
12. Oh, almost. Swing again. You'll take it down this time. 18 still going to hit.
Points of damage.
That's going to... Oops, not 209. There we go. Yes, that's going to do it. So you feel again your axe pass through something. The resistance disappears. You feel a puff of air, and you feel that this creature is no more.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'll ask the group, can I be doing anything?
Defensive maneuvers.
Alrighty. Whoops. Oh well. All right. So let me have everybody in the party please make wisdom perception checks, if you would.
13. Passive 15.
Great. Okay. 20 for Wampum, 10 for Nos, 25 for Graham, and Kale.
16 passive.
16 for Kale. Alrighty.
Passive's 23 from Wampum.
Okay, great. So in that case, well, actually, in combat, I usually will take the rolls since everything is happening really fast.
Gotcha.
But that's okay. 20 was actually enough anyway, Wampum, so you're good. So Wampum and Tazlin, you both hear ever so slightly the softest little, how to describe it, like little pops or little like air is like imploding ever so slightly, coming from behind the statue of Corlon Lorathian.
There'd be something going on behind that statue.
I hear it as well. Something like a pop?
Aye. That's what I'd be hearing.
All right, so Nos, you are up.
I guess it's on me to go check it out.
I guess it is.
I'm going to move. So let's see. I believe I can move stealthily and still be able to get there.
I believe that is probably true, or at least to get partway, pretty close back there to at least see behind it.
Uh-huh.
So go ahead and make a dexterity stealth check if you're going to move
Got it.
quietly.
27.
Excellent. Okay, yes, you're extremely quiet, yes. So as you move back there, it's quite dark behind the statue, but you've got dark vision.
I do.
You do. So you see lying on the ground behind the statue are three what appear to be like old elven corpses. They're sort of dressed in burial clothes and are sort of posed in funerary poses, but they're lying on the floor as opposed to sort of being, properly buried in the walls.
Exhumed corpses, Elvin.
Oh, great.
That feels weird.
Do they be moving?
No.
Is there anything else over there?
No, there isn't.
No.
I mean, there's statues and stuff like everywhere else, but no, not of note.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Let's see. All right, so Kale, you are up.
So just, I'll take a quick just look around with my true sight to see if there's anything new.
Not that you can see from this side of the statue. If you wanted to go around, you can't actually see any of the bodies that Nas just talked about because you're really sort of right up against the statue. If you wanted to go look, that'd be fine. You would have to sort of, step away from the void for a moment to do it, but you could if you wanted.
Nah, he's gonna stay near the void holding angel. He's got his angel mace out instead of the healing staff, and it's lit up, and he's channeling his energy through that. And he'll say, as he's making his Arcana check, to Taslin, corpses sounds like your area of expertise. Why don't you go check that out? And I got a 26.
All right, there's another round, another little bit of the vortex chipped away. Very good. Lefcadio, you are up.
All right. Well, I see Nos making her way back behind the statue, and I see Wampum is close at hand. So I don't feel like I have to be super close to Kale at the moment. So
okay.
I'm gonna try to get a wider angle on behind the statue and see if I can see anything interesting over there.
Okay. So as you come around, you see basically what Nos described, which were three sort of elven bodies laid out for burial, but sort of laid on the ground in front of a few of the statues.
And I don't see anything that could be the source of a popping.
No, not really. I mean, did you? No, you do not. I was trying to throw you a bone, but no, you don't.
All right, well then I will continue holding my action. I am now at range, so I can't exactly help anyone else. But I guess if a hostile creature comes towards me, I'll lash out with my whip.
All right, sounds good. So Jareth is going to continue to focus. She's going to try and redouble her... Y'all, this is the problem with me rolling for Jareth. She ain't never going to do shit. All right, well, she's trying. She's at least holding it steady. What can I say? That was Jareth. The skulks are dead. Taslin, you're up.
All right. Bonus action first. I'm going to make the skeletons walk towards the back of the statue.
Okie dokie.
And then I will go in back of the statue and check out those corpses. Because I guess I'm Taslin.
Sure. Yeah, there's one. Let's see where, because I guess I'm Taslin. Very good. Yes, in fact, there's one sort of right at your feet of where you are right now. That's perfect.
Okay. And do they look like they were visibly murdered, like fresh corpses?
Oh, good question.
Or do they look like they've been there a while?
Make a quick wisdom medicine check. Yeah, they look real dead. You don't notice any sort of rot on them, but you don't notice any like obvious wounds.
Okay. I will use an action to turn invisible with my ring.
Alrighty. Alright, we're at the top of round 6. Wampum, you are up.
Alright, as a bonus action, I'm going to put the shield that's been floating around me on my back.
Alrighty.
At 5, 10, 15, 20, I'm just going to stay right there close to Kale.
Okay, keeping an eye on Kale, and presumably somewhere around there is Jareth. You didn't seem to have walked through her or into her, so you're probably alright. Alrighty. Anything else, Wampum?
That's it.
Alrighty, Nos.
I'm gonna look over at Kale and Wampum and what all is going on, and I'm gonna attempt to copy what Kale is doing in an attempt to push my will into whatever they're doing, knowing full well that I have, like, there's very little chance that this will work, but maybe.
What the hell? Wait, are you... what the hell? Make an Arcana check.
Yeah. I have a divine connection.
You do. So you can at least sort of maybe kind of feel what's
Maybe.
happening here. Yeah. Holy
I got a nat 20,
shit.
guys. I got a nat 20.
You don't know how. You don't know what happened. But Kale's like, oh shit, yes, more of that. Making up for Jareth, who is a caster and can't do shit right now, so.
What am I doing?
I love it.
Just keep doing it.
Right. Exactly. I love it. Okay. Now, I don't know which one you are. Great. You are that one. I have things and I can't see them and I don't know what's happening. Here we go. Okay. So, Taslin, you said you went invisible, right?
Yep.
Righty, excellent. That's probably for the best. All right. So, as you all are back here watching, this sort of elven corpse that's right at your feet, Taslin, is going to, is going to sort of, all of a sudden, sort of from nowhere, its arm begins to move and it reaches to its waist and it begins to swing something that wasn't there just a moment ago at your general vicinity, Taslin.
Can I identify what he's swinging?
Well, it's not going to hit you with was 11 going to hit you?
No.
Correct.
That's.
So
I think that's the first time someone swung at me and didn't hit me.
Yeah. You see it as it moves through the air. It was some sort of spiked chain, and you see very quickly. Oh, how do I fix this? There we go. That there is. You can tell, Taslin, you're right on top of it, and you could sort of see things move and bits of this illusion pass through you. That these three corpses have been overlaid with some sort of an illusion. They are not what they seem. Few more of the corpses begin to pop up and move about. This one that swung at you. Oh, Nas, I'm going to move you down a little bit so that you're next to the vortex, so that you could do that thing. So this one is going to all of a sudden, Lefcadio. Do you still have a crown of stars, Lefcadio, up?
I do.
Do all right, and it's 30 feet of bright light. Is that right?
While I still have this, I still have 4 of them. The next one, it drops down a bit.
Okay, but it's 30 of bright and 30 of dim?
Correct.
Okay, excellent. So, all right, so this corpse, whatever it is going to stand up, is going to move to the side of you. So that's, 15, 20, 25 is going to move over here and is going to swing a few more times at Nas, because they're just very confused about where you've gone.
Can I ask what kind of elves they were? Like the corpse illusions?
They looked to be high elves when they were illusory. Now, well, I guess you can't see their true forms yet, so. I have done all kinds of terrible things here, and I don't know how or why. So we're going to fix that, but it's fine. All right, so this one is going to swing a couple more times at you. Nos. First one is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right, make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Is this something that I would be able to see coming that would trigger my danger sense?
Yep, do the thing. That's totally fine. Absolutely.
17.
All right, so no additional effect from this one, but it is going to... sorry, that's 10 piercing damage. It's going to swing one more time at you for a 16 to hit you. I doubt it.
That does not hit.
Right, so that one misses. This elf corpse, whatever, is going to... I want to make sure that they don't hate the light. I mean, they do hate the light, but that they aren't damaged by the light. Nope. Okay. So this one is going to rush you, Lefkadio, which I believe means, since you readied an action, that you can go ahead and do that as it approaches you.
So these guys aren't invisible, right?
They are not invisible, no.
Great. Okay, yes, I will...
It doesn't. It looks like some sort of strange elf corpse that's just rushing you, but I mean, that's fine.
All right, 15 to hit.
15... which one am I looking at? Does hit this one, yes.
Right, so I see him materialize, and I slash my whip at him for 11 slashing and 5 necrotic.
Okay, well, some necrotic, sure. Alrighty. I don't know why that's doing that. It's fine. Okay, so 11 slashing and some other necrotic. Excellent. Anything else on that held action, Lefkadio? Do you have extra attack? No, right?
Well, just the one attack, I reckon.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay, then it gets to you, and it is going to swing its spiked chain at you. It is your turn to take some attacks. That first one is a natural one, and it misses terribly. It's surprised that you were ready for it, and so it fumbles its chain. The second one, however, is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
You got it. Let's... Am I... Yeah. Yep. 9.
How can I fix this? All right. So you are... the chain... Let's see. Part of the chain... so one end, he's got sort of this long chain. He's got two ends in his hand. He whips one of it around you, and one end of it sort of wraps all the way around you, and you are currently grappled and restrained by a part of the chain. But he is going to swing the other part of the chain at you, again, meaning he has advantage, so that's a 22 to hit.
Also hits.
All right. Make me, please, another... dexterity saving throw, but being restrained, you have disadvantage on the save this time.
13.
13 is not quite enough. So you took 9 piercing damage from the first chain. You take 11 from this chain, and as you feel this chain hit you, the chain that is surrounding you burns with a dark energy, and you take an additional 28 necrotic damage.
Quite.
Yeah, you can feel it sucking away your life energy as this chain remains. Sorry, I just saw the comment from Susie Boozy Black. I feel like hashtag this is fine is the DM mood for tonight. Yeah, that feels about right. Yes, okay, so that is that thing's turn. The third body, I don't know what this does. The third body, I do know what this thing does, is going to stand up as well, taking half of its move, and it is going to move, let's see. I don't like any of those options. All right. Oh, spellcasters. That sounds like fun. Let's do that. What does it do? It's going to stand up, and it has this very dark-looking dagger that's made out of black metal, and is sort of, you can see that it's sort of pulsing with a dark energy. Yes, okay, excellent. I do not have to see the further targets. So this one is going to stand up. It is going to point that dagger at Lefkadio, and Lefkadio, I need you to make me yet another dexterity saving throw as it casts chain lightning. Holy shit.
So I will remember that I had inspiration from a while back.
Yeah, it's actually probably best that you use it for this one based on the damage that I just rolled.
So I'll,
The good old 10d8.
so with inspiration, that's an 8.
So I just realized that this rolled, for some reason, GM private.
Wait,
so
could I have counterspelled this?
You can try to counterspell this, sure.
Yeah. Okay. I will. I know it's a
Should be
6th
a
level
little
spell.
more on top of that counterspell.
I was gonna cast it next round, so I guess I will just
I see.
counterspell it at 6th level.
You're counterspelling at 6th level?
Yup.
Okay, and why are you counterspelling at 6th level?
Because it's a 6th level spell, and it's what I was gonna cast on them on my turn.
Okay, that's why you're casting it at 6th level. Why is Tazlin casting it at 6th level?
Because that's the highest level I have left.
Okay, all right. So, Lefkadi, you do not need to make that dexterity save. I don't need to screenshot this awful amount of damage that it would have done, and we are all okay.
And I am not invisible anymore.
Excellent. Uh-huh. Don't have to worry about any of that. Great, okay. Excellent. It is Kale's turn.
Okay, so do these...
Kale, so you can see this thing that has come around the side. Actually, you could see either of them if you care to look, that have come around the sides of the statue, for what it's worth.
Okay, do they look any different to True Sight?
To you, yes. I mean, you've been around enough of these things. You recognize them as Shatterkai.
Okay, I imagine Tazlin would probably... Okay, they're illusions, right, gotcha.
Yes,
Got it.
yeah.
Okie dokie. Kale would say something, but he's busy trying to close this stupid portal.
Just close that damn portal.
Yeah. So he's just going to continue to make his Arcana checks, holding the Angel Mace up high and lit. Oof, that's whatever a success is. I got it. It's
Okay. I'll take your word for it. All right. For the record, if anyone is curious, that is 7 successful actions to close this thing, and it's you're noticing a difference. It's getting there. It's a powerful vortex, but you are getting there. Lefkadio, you are up. You are restrained, and you are grappled and restrained.
All right, so I'm in these chains, grappled and restrained. Do I feel like if I did anything, I could unrestrain myself?
Oh, certainly. You could absolutely make either a strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check to try and escape the grapple as normal. And I will tell you the DC for it as soon as I find it. I think it's 14. Yes.
And that would be my action?
That would be your action, yes. Alternatively, you're restrained, so you can still make attacks, but they're at disadvantage.
All right, so I'll make an attack against this fella who's all up on me. So I guess I'm on the ground.
You are. Well, you're not prone. You're still standing. You're
okay.
Just...
So I just with my whip.
Yeah, exactly.
One of them.
Exactly.
And
50. The 15 is enough. That'll do it.
All right, and I will on top of that use an Eldritch Smite.
Okay.
So that is level 5 slot. So it's an extra 27 force damage with my whip as I...
So it lets out this boom as it smacks this creature right in the face, and he sort of rears back. Excellent.
And he should not, or she, or whoever, should be knocked prone now.
All right.
Smite.
This is sort of an interesting little picture. Prone, hanging onto this chain. You're standing above him, restrained by this chain. It's just not a good situation for really anyone involved.
All right, and I'm going to attack him twice more.
Do the thing.
20, because he's prone, 25 to hit.
Uh-huh.
For 8 slashing and 5 necrotic.
Righty. So again, another hit down. It's a little bit easier to hit him now that he's below you.
Do I sense that I'm really giving it to him, or does he look like he's taking it pretty well?
Somewhere in between, you get the sense. I mean, the fact that you knocked him down and he definitely let out a significant grunt. So he's hurting, but he's got fight left in him.
And all right, I'm grappled, so I can't move. I will attack once more.
One more time, yep. That'll do.
27 to hit. And again, I'll throw another Eldritch Smite on it.
Alrighty.
Using another 5th level slot. So it's 9 slashing, 5 necrotic, and 38 force damage.
And an even louder boom comes out. What am I doing here? Here we go. And this thing just lets out a cry and almost fumbles the chain, but manages to hold on to it. But it is not looking like a great situation for him.
All right, then with my last, but with a bonus action, I will use one of the motes from my Crown of Stars. He's prone. I'm within 5 feet, so I don't know advantage, disadvantage, but it's 25 to hit.
Yeah, it all comes out in the wash, so we'll go with 20. I mean, they're both going to hit anyway, so yes, okay.
Just 16 radiant, no necrotic there.
Right. Oh, so very close. He is hanging on to life by a thread, but alive he is. All right, come on, Jareth. What did we bring you for? That's not the correct formula. That's what we brought you for. Hey, it's a natural 20, so that's going to count for 2. All right, so you can feel, Kale, that Jareth is, like, pissed. So she, like, really gives her power a goose and manages to get a significant hold on the vortex. Taslin, you are up.
Sorry about the spell. Later, and I'm going to go 30 feet away, hide in the alcove. And
amazing. Okay.
my skeletons are gonna block off and take the dodge. Oh, sorry, he has to move here and take the dodge action. And I am going to cast Black Tentacles at the 4th level, and I'm going to cast it right in there on top of those guys.
All right, hold on, hold that there for a minute.
Plus the counters
on it. All right.
And also as an afterthought, after I cast the spell, I'm going to be like, you can still surrender.
Okay, great. So tentacles appear. It's creepy and gross and a little hentai-y. Moving on. I hate that spell. It's so gross. Why didn't that work? Oh, no. I'm doing terrible things. No, go away. Cursor. Here we go. All right. So Taslin conjures some horrible black tentacles that appear. Nope, can't see that. That appear in the back of the statue, actually sort of curling up on top of Coralon Lorathian's statue too, which makes any surface elf in the place a little uncomfortable for blasphemy reasons. But anyway, round number 7, Wampum, you are up.
Noticing that my buddy's in trouble, I will head down here.
Mm-hmm.
My first swing.
Stand a damn chance. He's prone, so you got advantage. Yeah, that'll do it, man.
26 to hit for 16 points of damage.
That's going to take care of him.
And then I noticed a spellcaster, so I am going to throw my blast axe at him for a 23 for 14.
That will do. Alrighty.
And I'm using a superiority die. And I want him to make a strength check.
Alrighty.
18.
Which one? Which maneuver is this?
I am going to try to make him drop.
Oh, it's over here. Here we go. Strength, you said, right?
Yep.
I keep going on the wrong one. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is gonna go well. I'm excited about this. Did it go? Yes. Oh, it's 18! Hey! Oh, he had a -1, too! He holds on to it. He likes that dagger. You go keep it for now. Throw it at him again. Make him drop it again.
And I am going to throw a second time.
Yeah, you are.
I am going to use my last superiority die to try to make him drop it again.
All right.
And that is a 20 for 13 points of damage.
Alrighty, and here comes the strength. Oh! All right, so he does drop the dagger. He's annoyed about it.
And I got 5 more movements, so I will move to there.
Alrighty. Nos, you are up. You have one of these things behind you.
And
go ahead.
I did use a bonus action to get that shield turning.
To get the shield turning. Gotcha. Thank you. Nos, all these tentacles have erupted right behind you. It's horrifying, but more importantly, I suppose... Oh, that's where the other one is. More importantly, I suppose there is an enemy behind you.
Yeah, I got licked by this spike chain for 10 points of damage, and I'm not raging, so that was a whole 10 points, and I'm not happy. So
yeah,
it's like this where
it's been a while since somebody did that much damage to you.
You chose the
shit.
incorrect opponent.
Oh fuck!
And I would like to rage. Start
Yes.
out with one of those.
Yep.
Spin that glaive for a 15.
15 is enough.
Wow. Okay. 13.
For as hard as they hit, their AC is garbage.
13 slashing on top of 8 radiant, and then again for another 18 or 18 to hit.
It's this one. Yes.
slashing.
Okay. And 13 slashing. All right. So 2 really solid hits in it. Hits in. One of them flashes with the divine light of Tamora as it connects, and this creature tries to sort of dodge away, but there are tentacles surrounding it all over, so it isn't able to get out of the way of your swings. Anything else, Nos?
I would like to take my action surge.
Oh, right. Yes, do the thing.
I'm going to beat this person down into the tentacles.
Gross.
Is it 30?
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, wow, 20 slashing.
Holy, all right, nicely done, Nos. That one's just right in its gut. You rip it out and slash one more time.
22.
That'll
for
do.
16.
All right. Nos just as pissed as you've seen her in a while from having that one hit taken on her before she was ready, and she just goes to
We
town.
fight when I'm ready to fight!
I love it. All right. It is that creature's turn now, and it needs to start its turn with a dexterity saving throw, because tentacles.
Yeah.
13.
He gets to take some damage and be restrained.
All right.
And let's see, how much damage does it do?
Excellent.
5d8? Is that what it is?
It's
been a while since I've used this. 3d6.
3d6 bludgeoning. All right, so it's going to take 9 bludgeoning. Okay, and it sees that it has gotten itself tangled up in these horrible, horrible chains and left Kadia... Well, it doesn't matter. It's going to close its eyes, and it's in dim light back there, and the shadows are going to begin to swirl around it, and you sort of lose sight of it for just a moment, and the next thing you know, it reappears outside of the area of the tentacles on the other side of Nos and proceeds to swing at Nos with its chain. Gotta love some Shadow Step. Oh, where is it? Here we go. Okay, so it swings with its chain once. That is all of them. All of them, their first swing. They got to get it in their hands. They don't have the right grip. And they grab it again. All right, so the first one wasn't so good. The second one, however, is not a whole lot better, and the third one is terrible as well. So 3 swing. That was unreal.
Well, you know who my goddess is, right?
Yeah,
That's
clearly.
very relevant.
Yes, we can see. Funny, I love it. So Nos is just ready for it, for any tricks that it might have had. Teleports, dimmer, shadow. Okay, great. Excellent. This other creature with the knife that is on the floor needs to also make a dexterity saving throw. That, however, is a 23. So does it take no damage? Yeah, no damage, and it's not restrained, right? But it is difficult terrain in there, as I understand.
Correct.
Okay, so it's gonna lean down and it's gonna pick up its dagger and take a little step back because it doesn't like the tentacles, nor does it really particularly like being close to any of you. And it is going to do something. What's it gonna do? Oh, that's what it's gonna do. Hey, Wampum, because you're the only one he can see after he steps back. Wampum, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please. as it points its
That's not one, but I am going to use Indomitable.
Yeah, that feels like a good idea.
And I'm going to roll that again.
That's more like it. All right. So it points its dagger at you, and a sickly green ray comes firing out of it and hits you right in the chest. But you manage to steel yourself against it, and you only take 32 necrotic damage.
Gotcha.
I think. Hold on, I might be wrong about that. Make sure you do take half. Yes, you do take half. Okay. Yeah, that was fun. I think that's all it does. Yes, it's there, and it barks out some orders. Tazlin, I guess, which of you speak Elvish in any of its forms?
I do.
Yeah. Great. Okay, so, Kale, you will basically understand what's being said, but this is clearly a very specific Shadowfell dialect of Elvish. Tazlin, you haven't heard it in some time spoken with any sort of real fluency, but you hear this thing calling out orders to hold them off a bit longer.
Can we respond? Or...
You could say a couple of words quickly.
Yeah, I'm going to speak in Elvish and say, "Stand down in the name of the Raven Queen." Sorry, I can do that better.
Yeah.
I need to do a character voice.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Yeah, no, I'm ready. I'm so ready.
Stand down in the name of the Raven Queen.
I was going to have you make an intimidation check, but I don't know. Yeah. I love it. The one that called out, who I don't think you can really see, but you can hear where his voice came from. You hear a soft snort as he laughs at your request. Kale, you are up.
As I continue to channel divine energy into this portal to make it go away, I will say in common, "They're trying to stall." That's it.
Great.
That would be math equals 34.
Yes, that will do. Okay, so you pulse some more energy into cutting this thing off from its power source, and you feel a significant part of it with this part collapse. It's not gone, but you have collapsed a good chunk of this vortex. And at that moment, Kale, actually, let's see. Why don't you all make me wisdom perception checks? You're going to have slightly different DCs based on where you're standing in the room, but let me have all of you make these checks. Okay.
10.
Nos is busy. Lefcadio is also busy. Wampum sees Graham, Tazlin. Dang it, Tazlin, you've got your real name on your roll 20. Kale, what'd you get?
I got a 20.
Okay, so Kale and Tazlin and Wampum, you all see, and this is going to take me a minute for me to grab all of them, you see at the base of each of the statues, all around the room, you see figures appear. And they look to be some sort of phantasms or ghosts of some sort, and they are all currently chained with these ethereal-looking, wicked black chains that seem to be smoking with some sort of dark energy. I'm trying to get them all on the right layer. Here we go. There we go. And there is, in fact, one at the foot of Corlin the Wraithian's statue as well. Two of them, unfortunately, Tazlin, you notice, are inside the tentacles. But
and they're definitely undead, correct?
They are definitely some sort of undead, yes,
okay.
For sure. And they are all frantically trying to tear at these chains that have them chained to the statues. And unable to move in sort of any significant way. Let me just... Oh, I don't know what I just rolled. It was not what I meant to roll, but that's actually fine. Derp, herp, derp, derp. Okay, great. All right, so that was Kale. Anything else on your turn, Kale?
No.
All right, Lefcadio, you are up.
The things that just became visible.
Mm-hmm.
do they appear to be hostile towards us or hostile towards their like, are they captured? And
I will take from you either a wisdom insight or an intelligence religion check to determine that in the heat of the moment.
Neither are particularly good, so let's go insight.
Well. Okay. Ooh, look at that! Double natural 20s, you know all the things. So many good clutch 20s tonight. These spirits seem to be part of the catacombs, and they look like they're guardians of some sort of the catacombs. So you definitely get the sense that they are. If they would be hostile to you, it would only require a moment's explanation that you're trying to protect the temple, and they would rapidly be swayed to go after your foes. But of course, they're also in not any condition to go after much of anybody right now.
All right. Second question. I noted that meta-wise, I saw something do a finger of death that did 65 necrotic damage towards Wampum.
Yeah, it wasn't nice.
Does Lafcadio see whoever issued forth that finger?
Don't think that you do, but let's check. Hang on a sec. Snap to corner. Let's see. Let's use this corner. No, I think I think you know they're right behind that statue because you saw where it came from. But from where you're standing right at this moment, you can't see them. You could probably step a few feet to one side and see them, but from where you are right now, no.
I will step a few feet.
All right. Yeah. So from there you can. Yeah. From there, I mean, through all the gross tentacles, you can see. You can see what is undoubtedly the creature that cast that horrible wasting spell at your companion.
All right, and so that guy and the guy by Nos, those are the only folks that we could see that would be cause for concern. Is that right?
Yes. So it seems since you're pretty sure that those spirits are basically, for all intents and purposes, on your side. Yeah, those are the only ones that you can see that look problematic.
Right. Okay. I don't want to run through the tentacles.
I can't imagine why not.
So I'm going to lead with one of the motes from my Crown of Stars. This will put it down to 2 that I've got left.
Alrighty.
And I'll shoot it at the guy behind the tentacles for a 31 to hit.
I can't imagine that won't hit, so yes.
26 radiant damage.
I don't think this one has... Okay, great. 26, yes, and it smacks it right in the chest. Lets out a cry. 6.
And I will pull out my hand crossbow and start taking shots.
All right.
So that actually just one shot.
Okay. Yes.
That is 22 to hit.
Great. That crossbow is magical, correct?
Yes.
All right.
It does 18 piercing damage.
Righty. So, bolt goes flying right after the mote of starlight that smacks into it. Right behind it comes the crossbow bolt that pierces it, and it lets out an anguished and angry cry.
And if he's still up, I guess I'll take a few steps back and end my turn there.
A few steps far, far away. All right, so all of these creatures, all of these spirits around are attempting to break their bonds and get out, and they are clearly extremely upset that combat is going on down here in the catacombs. Jareth is going to attempt once again to, hey, there we go. Now she's got her stride to close more of the portal, and she succeeds. The creature right in front of you, Kale, the one that's at the foot of the statue of Corlon Larathian, looks to you, and in that strange dialect of Elvish, you're able to pick out that it is asking you for help and for release to send away the intruders. Taslin, you are up.
All right. Skellies.
Huh?
Taslin, take this these wiggly arms away.
Fine. And they're gone. And I'm gonna move 30 feet And then, now that I can kind of see him, I'm going to use Blessing of the Raven Queen to go another 30 feet and teleport.
All
right next to the wizard.
Oh, he's gonna. Well, not a wizard, but sure.
Oh, I don't know. He cast a spell.
Yes, because everyone who casts spells is a wizard.
So I'm gonna pop right up and be like, I know what you're thinking. Did I wear my ring of fire resistance today? Prepare for a fireball. And then I'm going to use my Amulet of the Plains and try and banish him. I'm just bluffing him.
I was like, what? So many things were just said, and none of them made a ton of sense. What does he need to do?
I need to make a melee spell cast to hit him, and then I can banish him to a plane of existence that I specify.
He doesn't get a save?
He has to make a charisma saving throw if I hit him.
Cool. What are you using to do this?
The Amulet of the Plains.
Great.
So it's just a plane shift spell, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, is this something that you guys have homebrewed into this thing? Because as
No,
written, this object doesn't let you do this.
This has been on my character sheet for a while, the Amulet of the Plains.
Yeah, okay, but you're part of the target when you cast Plane Shift.
Right. You and up to 8 willing creatures can link hands and travel, and then alternatively, you can use the spell to banish an unwilling creature to another plane, choose a creature within your reach, and make a melee spell attack against it. On hit, the creature must make a charisma saving throw. Yeah.
Great.
But if you want, I can cast a fireball too.
No, you do whatever you would like.
Yeah, so I will make that melee attack. Does that add any modifiers? I don't think I factored in.
Yeah, it's the same as a ranged spell attack, so
okay.
like a Scorching Ray or something.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Nope.
15 is enough.
Oh.
All right, he needs to make a.
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, that's the other one. 15 is not enough.
Ah.
Sorry.
Cool.
Well,
That's enough for the ones with the chains.
Tazlin reaches for him and misses and just goes, "Well, I thought that would look a lot cooler."
He's very confused because you said fireball, and he knows what that's supposed to look like, and it doesn't involve touching him, so now he just doesn't know what's happening. Hilarious. I don't know what's better, when Tazlin succeeds or when he fails. Your reactions are just so great. All right, round 8. Wampum, you are up.
He is going to walk up to the spellcaster. I know you have made this dwarf angry. First attack is a 28 for 15. Second attack, 22 for 12. Third attack is a 14, which misses. And my offhand
All right.
is a 21 for 12.
Righty. So just slashing, slicing, and dicing into this creature. Not great. All right. Anything else? Because that's not enough. Wampum.
I'm done.
All right, Nas, you are up. You still have this shatter. Well, no, you all still think they look like dead high elves. So,
Do I notice at this point? Do I notice the ghosties, the protector ghosties?
yeah. I mean, I think you're gonna, as you're like looking in the direction of your enemy, there's some behind him. So yeah, sure.
My glaive has a reach of 10 feet.
Okay.
Is it possible to reach around the vortex and help the one off of the chain that... Could I reach the chain off of the one on
Interesting.
Coralon?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you
Okay.
to try and bust open his chain.
Yeah,
absolutely.
just a wham behind me.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make an attack roll
Okay,
with the with the glaive. Great. And let's see the
29.
damage for it.
for 20.
Nice. Okay. So let's see, where is it? I have notes on the other page. Here we go. What is he called? So the glaive bashes up against a perfect hit right up against its chains, and you can see that sort of dark energy burst out from it, and the chains a few of the links have broken in places. It is significantly weakened, and the creature, the shade, whatever it is, nods its head and sort of encourages you on, wordlessly.
Shit. All right.
It was good, but it's got a hardness of 10, so.
Yeah.
Choices.
As you're doing that, Kale will be like, "Stop doing that! Don't do that yet. We don't know what the deal is."
Okay. All right. Well, then, wordlessly, I'll scream and charge for the throat of the corpse, the high of corpse. I'm actually going for a grapple. I intend to grab him by the throat and then bash their head down on the steps with my body.
Okay. Go ahead and make your strength athletics check.
18.
Alrighty, and it's definitely gonna use acrobatics. For an 11. All right, so you've got him. And do you? Let's see. What is you have the pin thing, right? The grappler feet or whatever that is.
No, I don't actually.
Don't. Oh, okay. That's okay. We'll still let you do it because I love the flavor of it. So what we'll do is we'll say.
Give you an unarmed.
Yeah, do that. Why not?
Okay. That's 6 bludgeoning.
All right. Oh, yes. All right. So you just are you now? I will also say if you want to take him prone so that he's up against the stairs, that's fine. But you'll also be prone.
That's fine.
Okay, great. We'll do that.
Great with that. Yep.
I love that. All right, so you're down there and you bash his head up against the stone stairs. He's dazed for a brief moment. It is his turn. So being in the dark, he does not like this situation. Oops. So he is once again going to close his eyes and the shadows are going to wrap around him and he's going to shadow step out of your grasp and to the other side of you, standing and attack you with his chain once more. 25 to hit.
That would hit if I wasn't lucky.
Do I roll again, or do we take the? I don't
you
remember.
Roll
I never
again.
remember. I roll again.
Again.
Okay, great. So it's just the first one on this one, whatever it ends up being.
Yep.
So a 20.
Yes.
Okay. Make me a. I feel that. Make me. Just want to check one thing because I don't remember. All right, make me a dexterity saving throw, please. You being prone does not affect your dex save, so.
All right.
You're safe
still going
there.
with advantage because danger sense.
Oh yes, of course.
19.
19 will do it. All right, so that just does 15 piercing damage to you on that attack. He's going to attack. So half of that is whatever, 7. Again with the spiked chain with advantage. That's another 20 to hit. Another dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
So as it slashes into you again, just beating down on you down there on the steps, another 11, so 5 piercing and a dex save. Hey, all right. And one final attack. Is a 19 to hit you?
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, one more dexterity save and another 11, so 5 piercing damage.
23.
All right, but you managed to keep yourself from allowing the chain to wrap around you in any way.
Does this look like me? I'm doing skip rope here.
Basically, but it's really impressive because you're lying down and you're just like throwing yourself off the ground.
Doing one-arm push-ups.
Exactly.
And jumping while I do it.
Exactly. I love it. Really good. All right. That was its turn. This poor guy over here in the corner is like, where did you all come from? I disapprove. All right, he's also used quite a few of his particularly good spells. So what are we going to do? Oh, we're going to do this fun little thing. So I need you two, and I wish there was. It's fine.
He wants to surrender, right?
Yep.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
100%. Let's go.
Let's pick up that.
He wants to tell everybody within 60 feet, it looks like, that he's ready to surrender.
So, I'm
Good
gonna
old lightning
need Wampum, Lefcadio, Taslin, and several of these
Is it a
spirits to make. It is not a spell. To make. Constitution saving throws, please.
I would like to use my inspiration.
I will use
17.
All right. I don't know what the DC is. 16. So yes, Lefcadio, you're good.
I am going to use my last abominable.
Okay. All right. So you all save. So you're going. What did this do? Did this roll? I'm confused about what this did. None of those are the right type of dice, so I have no idea what it rolled. So it rolled some D4s and some D8s, D12s, and I have no idea why, because it very clearly says they are D8s that need to be rolled. So, all right, so all three of you are going to take 5d5 psychic damage. 5d8 psychic damage. What the hell is a d5? So you all take 17 psychic damage. I just got to roll saves for these guys.
Okay.
Just gonna roll one for all of them. They all fail, so they're gonna take 34. All right.
And then I take half damage of the psychic because I did the teleportation skill, so I have resistance to all damage. Until the start of my turn.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. Right. Okay. So you all feel this sort of wave of lethargy and weariness and tiredness wash over you, but you steel yourselves against it, and you are able to somewhat recover yourselves. I believe the other effects are
exhaustion, I think.
Yeah, that's only if you fail the save, though. But I think it has another thing where it can. Nope, I'm crazy. Okay, great. So that is its turn. Kale, you are up.
Oh, the portal's still there?
Portal is still there. It is looking weaker by the second. It is clearly more than half collapsed.
Okay. And quick note, the True Sight spell lets me see into the ethereal plane, so is there anything in the ethereal plane extra going on around here?
No, I mean, you can see that those chains that are holding all of these spirits to get tied up, they extend into the ethereal plane. They are fully in the material plane, and you can sort of see that they seem to maybe even reach further than that. These are some pretty intense shackles that they're wearing.
Okay, and these ghosts are elves, like high elf people? Or?
Yes, these ghosts are definitely, high elves. Well, actually, I would say it's the Temple of the Seldarine, so there's a smattering of high elves and wood elves, and actually, you probably see a couple of them are probably even winged elves, and maybe even a sea elf or two. There's sort of a little bit of everything, and, winged elves haven't been seen around in any sort of significant numbers for a very long time, so these ghosts must be old.
Okay. Anyway, I'll go ahead and make that Arcana check again. That would be a fat 27.
Hey, sub 30. I'm disappointed in you, Kale. And none of them have been natural 20s, right? Because I'm counting 20s as
correct.
Double.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure those numbers are insane, so it's hard to tell. All right. Yes, it is rapidly moving towards close, but it is quite a bit of work. Lefcadio, you are up.
Right, so I will see that the fella by Nos is lashing at her while she's on the ground, and I'm not a fan of that. So I'll throw another one of my stars at him, go pew 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 like that.
Right, pew pew,
and that is 24 to hit for 17 radiant.
Right. Catches him by surprise. He was not expecting an attack from afar.
And I'll quickly reload my hand crossbow and take a shot at him.
Yeah.
Let's see how far he's.
I think you're slow.
I'll take one step forward.
Yep.
Then take that shot.
Excellent.
15 to hit.
All right, that'll do. Yeah, that one did 15 is enough for them.
Right, and then I will I'm going to stand up on the upper level.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm not. I'm just nervous about these ghosts.
So I can tell.
I'm going to stand up there, right in the middle.
Okay, great. far away from all of them as you can get.
Yeah.
I love it. Lefkadio's firing and then like, get away from everything. I love it. All right. They continue to strain at their bonds. Jareth is going to continue to try to close the portal. Hey, now she's on a roll. All right, this figure at the foot of the statue, now that its chains are weakened, it's going to try and break itself free. It needs a 20 or better. Nope. This is the problem when I try and roll for y'all's allies, or allies, whatever. All right, Tazlin, you are up again.
Yeah, how's the guy right there looking?
Not good.
Okay, Skelly boys are gonna go attack him.
Okay. Yeah.
An 11 and a 13, probably not gonna
Neither of those hits, unfortunately.
And then I will pull out my wand of magic missiles and cast a 6th level magic missiles on him.
On this one here?
Oh,
The same
yeah.
one?
Yeah.
All right, yep. 2, 3,
So-
4, 5, 6.
So that's 8 missiles
12.
total.
Yep. Oh, 8 missiles total. I mean, you're welcome to roll if you want, but that's a minimum of 16 damage, so he's gonna die.
Oh, okay.
Not
do you want
not
me
by
to
a ton.
describe it?
Not
Do you want me to
absolutely I
describe it or
do.
you?
No, you do it.
Oh, so Tazlin offers a smile to the figure in front of him that he failed to banish, and he just goes,
Yes.
and then points almost without looking, and then just casts it, like
You're the
almost like he's
worst.
holding out a pistol, and just 7 arcs of missiles just hit this guy, like boom, 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 boom,
Yes.
and then he's gonna go, I'm sure that made you mad, so goodbye, and I'm gonna try and walk away.
Just walk away. Wait a minute. Stop. Just walk away.
I'm
You're
just
the
gonna like
worst.
walk away from him.
You're terrible in every way. He's going to try and he's going to try and stab you.
Yeah,
He's
that's
going to try and
fine.
stab you, but like, oh man, you're the worst.
I know.
Also, for some reason, his dagger attacks are not on this sheet, so that's all right. I've got the D&D Beyond stats right here. So it is +7 to hit. Okay. So 17 hit you.
Not gonna hit. Actually, is it? I will use my reaction to use shield, and it won't miss. Or, I mean, it won't hit.
And it won't miss. Shield. It draws weapons towards me.
Yeah. And Tazin will add a laugh now that this guy missed
Oh,
him.
he's so mad.
Add
at you.
insult to injury.
Where did you end up?
Right here.
I see. All right, excellent. Next up, it is the top of round 9, and Wampum, we're back to you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Good. It's
Oh no.
27 for 10.
Okay.
22 for 15.
All right.
Oh, and that one.
Oh, that one you just he manages to get that dagger sort of in the way, and somehow, despite the fact that your weapon is probably 3 times the size of it, he parries it around a little bit. But you swing. Yep, there it is. You swing around with your other hand, and smack him in the side. That's what he gets for parrying your axe. Excellent. Anything else, Wampum?
That's it.
All right, Nos, you are up, or well, not yet, but it's your turn.
I am thinking that while I've been doing everything that I've been doing, I've been just hearing things in the background, and it might as well be background noise because I can't just make out the edges like behind this Coralon statue from where I'm at. So I'm not entirely sure if I see all the spell checking going on and all the fighting that Wampum has been doing.
Well, you definitely would have seen those magic missiles come and slam the thing that was poised above you with its chain.
All right, so I know that there's something
Yeah, definitely.
back there.
Yeah, for sure.
At least I'd like to look over at the commander that I don't know is the commander, but
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
though I do sense that there is something about this one in particular
Totally,
that calls
yeah.
to me specifically.
Yeah.
right.
He's like his ghostly sword is way fancier, and
Right.
he's got something. There's something about him.
So I'm going to ask, what are you going to do if I set you free?
Oh, you don't speak Elvish, right?
now.
And I don't think I think he's so old he doesn't really
use your hands.
Yeah, so you show me the mimed version.
Yes, or no me.
Oh,
You gonna kill me?
Oh
No, them. You gonna kill them?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna attack that chain. Wait. I'm gonna insight check first.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna attack the chain,
Yeah.
potentially. Yeah, I'm gonna attack that chain.
All right.
I got a 3.
That was a 3.
Yeah, 22 for 14.
All right. It's 14. That's a total of, hardness of 10. So that's you've done 14 damage total to the chain. It is not quite broken yet, but you can see it's hanging on by like a single link. And so you
break that link!
Oh, you don't though.
No! Okay, I got a half attack left. I have a half attack.
Yes, you do. You do. Do the half attack. 3. That's enough! You don't, despite the fact that you continue using a blade to cut the chain, it's the last bludgeoning damage of just bashing down on the chain itself that splits it and frees the chains, and you see a flash of light as the chains are completely sundered, and they flash and disappear and are gone completely from the area and from this spirit, and it nods to you and draws its probably sword, I assume. Excellent. All right. I love that. Yes, it draws its longsword. They're all dead, so that can go away. All right, this one. Let's see if it gets it. Ooh, it does. All right, so I need Wampum and Taslan to make Constitution saves. Lefkadio, you're out of the way. And then we'll make one for all of those other warriors as well. Hey, they made it, so that's good. All right, so Taslan gets an 11, and Wampum
27.
Oh, there it is, 27. All right, so we're gonna have to roll this differently. We're gonna do it like this. So Taslan, you take 49 psychic damage. Wampum, you take 24 psychic damage. All of these spirits that were in the blast zone, they make their save, but they disappear anyway. And Taslan, you feel you're unable to resist this wariness that washes over you. So in addition to that damage, you also have 1 level of exhaustion, giving you disadvantage on all ability checks. Sounds pretty crap, but all right. What am I? Great. Okay. All right, and it smiles over Wampum's shoulder at Taslan, just because you two seem to have some sort of a undesired rivalry going on. So that's a thing that's happening. Kale, you are up.
I'm gonna close this portal right now. That's a 29.
Hey, all right. It is almost there. It's getting closer each round. Lefkadio, you're up. I told you it was some serious magic. You all gotta work.
Damn.
All right, I guess I'll have seen the ghosties falling down over here.
I imagine so, yeah. You've got a good bird's eye view of the whole room.
And maybe I saw Taslan, grab his head or something.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll step over there and I'll take another shot at this guy with my crown of stars.
Absolutely.
That'll be the last one.
All right, and the light from Lefkadio's The light from Lefkadio's crown finally winks out completely as the last mote smashes into this creature, still up but looking pretty crap.
All right, and then I'll grab my hand crossbow again and take another shot.
Right.
It's a 32 to hit. 13
now he's
piercing.
got a bolt sticking out of each shoulder. He's gasping for breath, sort of leaning on the statue next to him. Anything else, Lefkadio?
I'll run back up the stairs.
Alrighty. The chained up spirits continue to try and make their way out of their chains, but with little success. Jareth continues. Hey, there's another 20. Continues to try to close this portal and does another good deal of makes a good deal of progress on it. It's very close now. The commander, flames of anger blazing in its spectral eyes, turns. It didn't do that. Turns and races back passing through the statue of Coralon, races back and attacks this creature back here with its long sword in both hands. Where is the attack? Here it is. It swings once and misses, swings twice, misses again, uses its bonus action to... What? Yes. Uses its bonus action to take a third swing and hits this time, finally. And that attack is... that attack is charged. You can see it's frustrated as it swings and is not making contact, and its sword suddenly blazes in radiant light, and that attack does an additional 2d8 radiant damage. Oh, gods. All right, well, whatever. It's enough to kill him. And this creature is run through and completely destroyed, and it lets out an anguished cry, but as it does... it sort of looks over, and Wampum, why don't you make me a wisdom perception check real quick?
Wisdom perception.
Please and thank you.
14.
It seems to look somewhere out into the room at large, and a smile crosses its face, and as it breathes its last, it lets out one final laugh as it falls to the ground, run through by the specters, or by the wraith's sword. Taslin, you are up.
Yeah.
Feeling real tired.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty tired. And he was laughing when he got skewered?
He was. Well, no, but he was laughing right before he died. He got skewered. He was pissed off because he's dying. He looked... Well, it's harder for you to see because there's people in the way, but he must have seen something, and then as he died, he started laughing. Okay.
I will move... Is this portal actually closing? Like, they've been working on this a while?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to move 30 feet over here and use the last charge on my Wand of Secrets for the day.
Which reveals traps and...
hidden doors within 30 feet of me.
You don't get anything. I mean, there are... if you remember last week, I said, like, there are some passages that go
in
this room, but we don't need to map them at the moment. So, but no, other than that, nothing pops for you.
Okay. That's all I guess my skeleton boys will start chipping away at the chains.
Oh, sure.
Maybe they'll hit.
Maybe. Hey, one of them did, although it didn't do enough damage to get through the hardness.
Yep, that's all I got.
But they look like they're working industriously.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they could work all day if they had to.
Absolutely. All right, excellent. Next up, Wampum. Around 10. Guys, a full minute has passed.
Wampum will nod to the individual who was just beside him.
Yep, he'll nod back.
Now, would I know if it would be better if I used a strength check to bust these manacles, or should I use my weapon to attack them?
Why don't you make me... Why don't you make me an intelligence investigation check?
Investigation. 12.
As far as you can tell, it would probably be 6 of one, half dozen of the other. To break them straight out with an athletics check, like to just try and break them, is definitely going to be harder to do in one go. You could almost certainly break them out with your weapon, but it might take longer, like it did for Nos.
I will actually try a strength check.
All right. Yeah, do it. So I'll take an athletics check if you've got proficiency in athletics.
Oh, I'm not
you touch it, and they feel... None of you have actually touched the chains yet directly. They feel almost slimy. This dark energy that's sort of coruscating around them feels almost slimy, and you just can't get a good grip to try and break them.
Okay.
But it was a good attempt, and now you know how creepy they feel. Anything else, Wampum?
Nope, I'm gonna stay there right next to this guy.
Yep. All right, Nos, you are up.
Real talk, I've been so engrossed in what's happening. Y'all are doing awesome. I haven't even been thinking about what I was going to do in my next turn, because I'm just like, what are they going to do next? Hold up a minute. I'd like to stand up first if I haven't already
I feel
done
like
so.
that's probably a solid choice.
Yeah. Let's see. I've got about 22 feet left of movement.
Okay.
Let's see. Everything that I'm aware of is dead, isn't it?
Yes, including the spirits, as they are also technically dead.
But everybody's still chomping at the chains and stuff, and
Yeah.
the one guy did the thing. Lafcadio, regroup! I don't trust the atmosphere! And then I guess I'll go rush over here and try to help the Skelly boys.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Attacking the chain like they are?
Uh-huh. With my weapon, though.
Right.
This is an attack, so I'm still raging.
Yep. All right.
We got that's a natural.
Hey, let's see the damage.
I do brutal criticals.
Yeah, you do.
So that's...
Oh, yeah, you shatter this one almost right away.
Yeah.
I should have put things on the ones that were not free, but I'll put this on the ones that are free. All right. So, yeah, you just shatter through those chains. The Skelly boys are probably, because Taslan actually can't clearly see exactly what's happening, so the Skelly boys are probably still hacking at the chains on the ground.
Is that 47 points of damage total?
That is total between the two of them. It's 34, 47, yes.
Good God. All right, thanks. All right.
Get it.
See you next round.
Yeah, right. See you next round. This guy's dead. Kale!
Don't extra things happen when you roll a 20 with the Glaive of Wonder?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Things do. Oh, no. Okay.
What did you do?
Where is it? It is all the way back here. The Glaive
Once per turn if you roll... Okay, roll a D100.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Huh? I'm very excited. I haven't ever seen this happen before.
It's an 88.
All right, so... A stream of gems. How weird. A stream of 40 gems just shoots from the butt of your glaive. Like, as you stab it, just like, they kind of hit you in the face, actually. As they come flying out of the back of your glaive.
Why?
Oh, shit.
What?
No, I'm not going to do that to you. I might do it to Skelly Boys, because each of those gems deals 1 bludgeoning damage, so never mind. They do not hit you in the face. I should have kept reading.
I take it.
I think they come out, and I think they're going to blow up one of the Skelly Boys. Sorry, Taslan.
Poor Skelly.
Alternatively, if you want, it can blow up the Wraith, the spirit.
No, I'll
Okay.
take the loss of Skelly Boy number 2,
Okay.
as I have affectionately named him.
Okay, great.
I'll look down at the Skelly boy that is evaporating and be like, excuse me.
Sorry. That's a fantastic.
I will avenge you!
Oh, will you? That feels problematic. I love it. That's so funny. All right. Oh my god, I love that. Kale!
All right, this time for sure, the portal's gonna get closed.
Kale!
28.
28. You continue to close it. You can see the end in sight. I thought maybe Taslan was going to help you, and this would go a little faster than just the two of you. And it also didn't help that she missed 2 of hers at the beginning of the combat. Although she did make up for it with her natural 20s. Lefcadio.
All right, so Nos said to regroup, and then she ran away, so I'm going to stand next to Kale.
Interesting point.
Kale, you got this, mate? Do you need any help?
Kale's like holding the mace. He's holding the angel mace with like both hands, and he's just like getting pissed off at this point. He's just he doesn't answer. He's really into trying to close this stupid thing.
All right, well, carry on. And I guess I'll get Oh, actually, all right. I have things. With my action, I'll use my Rod of the Pact Keeper to recharge a spell slot. And with bonus action, I will use a second wind and end my turn.
A solid turn of regaining resources. I love it. This warrior here that I can't grab for some reason comes racing over to the statue, looking to his commander and sort of nodding and placing his hand on the pommel of his sword, but not unsheathing it. Jareth is going to do more of the thing. We hope that'll do. It's very, very close. Maybe within the next 6 seconds or so, y'all will have it closed. The commander is going to come over to this creature here and try to grab the chains and try to help him out of them. But as soon as he tries to touch it, he pulls back like his hands were burned, and he looks sort of down at them, frustrated, and looks to you, Wampum, and sort of like gestures to try and help him because he can't. And he'll step over. And he nods gratefully, and he'll just step a little further so that he's near his soldier. Tazlin.
Tazlin's feeling pretty tired. He's gonna wearily. I guess if he's moving 30 feet, he's definitely not going wearily.
Well, you know,
maybe staggering a little bit. He'll make his way over to the portal, and
Okay.
I'll make an Arcana check. Whether or not it's a nat 1, I can't promise anything.
Okay.
It's at disadvantage, right?
It is at disadvantage. Please don't roll a nat 1. Okay, great. A 12 is not a nat 1. You can't close it anymore, but you also don't accidentally tear some of it open. So.
Yeah. And then Skelly Boy. Oh man, that sounds really sad to say. We'll try and ship out. Let's see. How much they do 1d6 plus 2. They can never get through the hardness, so I'm not even gonna roll.
Great.
Well, assume he's chipping away. He is working to the bone.
Oh, boo, boo! All right, we are at the top. Of round number 11. Oops, give me one brief moment. Okay. Come on. All right.
What the hell was that?
Nothing. Wampum, you're up.
Wampum will notice that the breaking of it with pure strength didn't work, so he'll begin swinging.
All right.
29 for 13.
All right, that chips into it a good bit.
30 for 17.
All right, that's it. You've cut through about half of the chain at this point.
20 for 12.
All right, doing the little bit of work.
Hand axe is 21 for 7.
The hand axe doesn't really seem to do much.
Gotcha.
Let's see. This has to go here. All right, excellent. At this moment, you see here several things happen. Let's see. Who's going to actually see this? Nos, make me a wisdom perception check. Wampum, you will definitely see it. Nos will see if you do as well. Yeah. I mean, no, you don't have to. You could also just not see it. Yeah, okay, well, you don't see it. You don't see this. You'll almost certainly see the other thing, though, that Wampum probably... No, Wampum will see that, too. So, Wampum, you see another... well, not another. You see a creature appear at the back of the statue of Coralon, right next to these wraith figures, these spirit figures. And it looks a bit like Tazlin in that it is also a Shatterkai. And you can tell that it has just completed some sort of casting. And in that brief moment, before you can sort of react at all of you see a truly horrific sight appear in the center of the room. An absolutely enormous figure. Easily 25 feet tall and just radiating darkness and death and nothingness appears. Let me have everybody, if you would like, to make intelligence arcana checks. Taslin, you can make yours normally, because I would give you advantage because of your origins.
I know everything.
You know everything. You're the only one, but you know everything.
Arcana checks, you said?
Yes.
34.
Okay, so you also steal a very quick glance behind because everyone in your party just gasps. And so the two of you recognize this creature as a Nightwalker. They are rare creatures from the Shadowfell that are anathema to all living things. They are death and the most negative parts of the Shadowfell made incarnate. Just being near them is enough to kill simple creatures and to significantly wound others. And you know that anything that is killed by a Nightwalker is their soul is consumed by the creature.
Great.
So anyway,
Hurry up, Kale! Hurry up!
To add insult to injury, to make matters worse, it is the Nightwalker's turn right now.
Sure it is.
I don't like it.
I hate it.
And it is going to point at... Who's it going to point at? It's going to point at Kale, because Kale's the one fucking with the portal.
Sure.
And Kale, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. Yes, I know that's a specialty of yours.
I need to use my inspiration right now.
Yeah, you got that.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
I rolled a 7 and a 5, so that's a big 18 for my wisdom save.
So this dark energy comes flying out of its finger, heading straight for you. Oh, wait, I can do it this way, I think. Nope, sure cannot. Okay. So it slams into you, and you take 20 necrotic damage. You are frightened and paralyzed.
Sure. That's fine. This is fine.
This is fine. It's totally fine. This is all fine. And let's see, for funsies. Oh, yeah. The Nightwalker is going to just step over this table that it appeared near and just be there right behind Kale, menacing, and
like
wait.
it.
Oh, and then it's
not
going to
like
also, sorry, multi-attack. It is then going to focus on you? That's weird. Okay, it's going to do this. That's a weird description for the attack. Oh, fuck my life. And it crits!
Ooh.
So I need you, Kale, to make a Constitution saving throw. You take 49 necrotic damage.
Let me just roll a different die.
Please.
Can I?
Uh-huh.
I have my inspiration. Can I pass that to Kale?
Sure. Roll a second die, Kale.
That's a good idea. No, that didn't help. I'm bad at Constitution saves, everybody. I got a 16.
All right, so you take 49 necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 49.
Okay.
This is fine.
Eugenio, quick question. It is undead, correct?
It is undead.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Yes. Okay, this horrible creature, and all of you that are anywhere within 30 feet of it, just feel absolute dread and horror and bad things. Nos, you are up.
I point my glaive at the commander and I tell him, get the rest of your people unchained. I'll hold this one off. And
the commander sort of makes this motion like...
I will toss him my luck glaive.
Oh,
and I will give him a medium to use. Yes.
Right.
So that's a magical weapon, just so you
That'll
know.
work.
It's a +1. and I will scream, "Do not fucking touch Kale!" And I will explode into divine radiance as I use my action to invoke that divine radiance.
Love that.
What's it called? Radiant Soul.
Yeah.
And I will fly as far as I can.
Oh, that is what I wanted.
Right up here.
All right.
And illuminate all the things and be just all up in this Nightwalker space.
Fantastic. Where were you to start?
Right in front of the Skelly Boy.
Okay, great. I do need you, sorry, I should have said this sooner, to make a Constitution saving throw at the start of your turn, please.
Oh,
It's not going to kill you, so you'll be fine.
I really want to take a... Yeah, I'll take a look on that.
All right.
I don't think 13's enough.
Hey,
Yeah,
23 will do it. That'll do it. All right, so you can feel this thing trying to suck away at your life force, but you steel yourself against it, and you burst with your radiance, and that sort of helps fortify you against its darkness. Very nice. Anything else, Nos?
Just get ready for the onslaught.
I am so ready. Kale, you are up. Make me let's start your turn with the Constitution saving throw, please.
I'll roll this one. Oh, I got a net 20!
Hey, what does that add to?
21.
That's just enough.
Oh, thank
Literally
God.
just enough. All right, so you two feel it trying to pull and suck at you, but you're able to, despite the fact that you're frightened and paralyzed, you steel yourself against the darkness.
Okay, I'm paralyzed, so...
You are paralyzed.
I'll just keep doing that, I guess.
Yep. Yes. Okay. Excellent. All right. Next up is Lefcadio. Lefcadio, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
That is a 14.
Right. I think it's So you also feel this thing sucking at your life force, but you unfortunately are unable to resist it, and you take 19 necrotic damage. And you... Oh. Other things that you don't need to know about yet.
Is that it?
That is it.
All right.
Well, you can take your turn now, yeah.
Okay. I will back behind this fella if I select the right tool. I will be
mistake.
casting a spell called Synaptic Static.
I love that spell. That's a good spell.
So it's just somewhere behind it, so it doesn't hurt any of us and just hurts him.
Yep, definitely.
So it's a DC 20 intelligence save.
Okay, well, you picked the right one. Let's see. Intelligence. You sure it's not con?
Absolutely.
That's a that's better than I was expecting. Yeah, this is 16.
All right, so he takes 22 psychic damage.
All right.
And
lets out a roar.
Any attack rolls that he makes, he has to subtract a d6 from those.
I forgot about that part of it. Yes. All right. This is Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. The target can make an intelligence save. Yeah, that's going to go well. Excellent. All right, love it. And you're moving around, you said, to the other side? Or you're placing it?
Yeah,
okay.
I was just moving. That's where I was casting the spell.
Gotcha.
With my bonus action, I will look at Kale and see that he's not doing so great. And I will use my healing light and give him 5 hit dice, 5 d6s of hit dice for 21 hit points of healing. Say, Kale, are you all right, mate?
I was just standing there. He's paralyzed.
Oh, this isn't good. All right, and I'm gonna make a run for it and see what that does, because I didn't like how I felt when he came close to me.
No, you didn't.
So with my feline agility, I have 80 feet of movement.
Yes, you do, and you can avoid the attack of opportunity, right?
Maybe.
I think that's a feline agility thing. Did I make that up?
That's a
No.
mobile feat.
It's a mobile feat.
If I
That's
attack him, but I
Right.
Oh,
you
that's
have
right.
not.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna. If he is interested, he could do so. He might
mean-
not be interested though.
You're right, he might not. He is, but he might not have been. This weird enervating focus, I don't understand exactly what it is, but it didn't crit on you at least. It's 25 to hit. Make a Constitution saving throw. Unless you're going to stop that from hitting.
Well, no, I was gonna, if it was a little bit lower, the D6 might have played a factor, but it didn't. So.
Oh, right. Yes, thank you. Sorry
Alright,
about that.
so con save.
I'm going to write that down so I remember. Minus 1d6.
Con save is a 15.
So you take 31 necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 31.
All right, with my reaction, I will use Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, good choice. Oh, okay choice.
That's
Dex save.
32. Oh yeah, DC 20.
Nope.
32 fire damage.
All right. The fire, parts of the fire seem to sort of slide off, but some of it definitely burn him. And you can see it sort of burning away some of the wisps of smoke and darkness that surround it. Fantastic. I know we're a little bit over for our midway break. I want to get to the end of this round and see just how dire things look before we get to a break. All right. The Shatterkai that appeared behind the statue. Let's see. He's not really in the mood to stick around for a whole lot longer, I have to say. In fact, the Shatterkai is going to bark a command. And again, Taslan and Kale, you are the only two who can sort of understand. And Kale, it's a little bit muddled for you. But essentially, it's yelling a command to destroy them. Do not let them close the portal. And then it is going to disappear. All right. This warrior, knowing what it is here for, is going to first... Oh, no, it doesn't have to. It's actually immune to this thing's awful aura. So it's going to run over to it and swing. It's going to swing its longsword. And really miss, because it's really afraid of this thing. It's going to... also use a bonus action to try again, and that one's going to hit and do a teeny tiny bit of damage. Yep, resistant, not immune. Do a teeny tiny bit of damage. But hey, that's why this thing is here. All right, next up, Jareth is going to continue just seeing what's happening, but knowing that she has to get this thing closed, she's going to continue to try to close the portal. That'll do for one more. Unfortunately, without Kale's help this round, it's going to take one more round to fully close. The commander, now seeing this horror, is also going to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll do. He's also going to run over and attack this dread creature with one longsword to hit for 9.
He's got my glaive.
Oh, he's got your glaive. That's right.
Yeah. It's a
Great.
magical +1.
It's a magical +1, and it's a D10 for damage, right?
I
I think a glaive is a D10.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You're
Okay,
right.
great.
Yep.
Great. Okay, so it's actually the same damage dice because I'm rolling the two-handed longsword, so I'll just add 1 to each hit. All right, so that's 10 plus 13 is 23, plus another 10 is 33, 41 total points of damage to this thing. Damn. All right, helpful. All right, that was the commander. Taslan, make a Constitution save. Right, so you also take 12 points of necrotic damage.
So half to 6.
Correct.
Shatterkai.
Correct.
Okay.
And
And Tasman doesn't bat an eye, and he says, "You are mine. Stand in the corner." And I'm going to use Command Undead. Because this guy's not smart, so he doesn't get advantage, and he has to make me a charisma save.
Charisma save succeeds if it fails. Okay. Give me a second.
And then he'll be my buddy forever.
Uh-huh.
I can link you from the player's handbook. The rest
No, I got it. Okay. Yep. Okay, charisma. All right, it does have... Oh, no, it doesn't. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay.
The other corner! The other corner!
Where is it? Where is the sheet? I can't find it. Here it is. I have too many screens. All right, charisma save.
Yep, has to beat an 18.
All right. Oh,
yeah!
All right.
Taslin's the hero for once. So Taslin just points scoldingly and says, "Get over to the corner! I've had enough of you."
All right, and that is where we are going to take our break right now. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We will be back in just a few minutes. Sorry we went a little over the actual halfway mark, but things were exciting. So we'll be back shortly to finish this up. Hey everybody,
Hey!
We're back. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Glad to have you here to round out this exciting battle here at the end of this week's episode. The party made it through several rounds, several waves of Shadowfell creatures, only to be confronted by the dreaded Nightwalker that was apparently summoned into this area to protect the Vortex. Right at the end of where we were, Taslin used one of his necromancer abilities and called out,
"I command you, you are mine. Stand in the corner until I have dealt with this portal."
It's like a fucking bad dog. What the hell? All right. Okay, so that happens. And as we all saw, it was very close to making its charisma save, but did not quite manage it. All right, Wampum, you are up.
All right, Wampum saw this guy disappear.
Uh-huh.
He's going to walk to here, see if I can feel anything.
Yep, all right, just doing this number. Don't feel anything there.
And then, so I'm going to continue on to here. And then I'm going to see this thing.
Uh-huh.
Did I hear Taslin do what he did?
Taslin was pretty loud.
I imagine that you did. Go ahead and make a wisdom perception check, but we'll make it an easy DC. We'll call it DC 10. Yeah. All right. So you heard him.
All right.
You've never heard him do this before, but you heard him say it.
I'm gonna yell out, "Do I kill him?" And he's going to. Where is Taslin? Taslin's
right next to you. Right next to you.
Yeah.
Oh, So I'm gonna ask Taslin, "Do I kill him?"
You could respond, Taslin. That's fine.
Let him be for a second. Look for whoever was controlling him. They may still be in the area.
I walked through the space where the guy was.
He might have moved.
At that point, Wampum is going to take a greater healing potion.
Uh-huh.
Just in case we got to do more fighting.
Uh-huh. That feels like a solid choice, just in case.
So that is 44 plus 4.
That's it.
He's going to get 17 points back as an action. And then as a bonus action, I am going to use Second Wind.
Yeah, get them hit points back. Oops.
And that is a D10 plus 14. So that's 18. So that is 30, 40, 45?
35.
30, yeah, 35. I can add.
I did the same thing. I was like, yeah, 40. Wait, no. All right, so Wampum is looking significantly more on his feet as he comes around. All right, the Nightwalker was commanded to go and stand in the corner, so go and stand in the corner it shall.
Hells?
Let's see, I gotta zoom this out because it's so big. All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, there we go. He goes towards the corner, and you are all successfully out of its annihilating aura's range. It sort of lumbers. It looks like it's walking and lumbering, but you all realize that it's actually flying because these things are horrifying and can fly. Nos, you're up.
Doing a double take, quadruple take. Tazlin,
Yes.
how long does this last?
Fiercely.
He is mine forever. I've been thinking about calling him Gerald.
If I hit him, will
I would highly advise not hitting him right now.
So it would break whatever you've got.
No. He is absolutely 100% mine and forever.
So you could send him back if you wanted to.
Yes, which I may do.
Send him the fuck back!
Let's me at least drink a healing potion before I do that. I really don't want to die.
Is Kale still paralyzed?
Kale is no longer paralyzed or frightened.
Okay, everybody's fine.
Everything is fine. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. That ended at the end of the Nightwalker's turn.
I will hover in the air with my glowing angel wings and my flaming eyeballs and just be like,
this feels anticlimactic.
uh-huh.
I love it.
All right, I guess next.
All right. Excellent. So, confused, but ready for anything is Nas. Kale, you are no longer frightened. You are no longer paralyzed.
He will continue doing what he was doing the moment he was paralyzed and make the Arcana check. And that's a 26.
Hopefully Jareth can do her work and this will all be over. Lefcadio, you are up.
I will just go against the wall and just scoot away. You're just, excuse me, sir. Pardon me. Just try to stay away from that guy. And that's it.
Okay. That's great. Oh, amazing. Okay. Let's just out of some curiosity, let's see how this goes. Where are my options about? Sorry.
Surrender.
Where's the thing where I can decide
if it teleports
here
back
we go.
to the shadow?
Fairy advantage is what I want, I think. Here we go. All right. Okay, excellent. So, seemingly from nowhere, that's the wrong layer. Tazlin. Well, let's see. Oh, no, I would like for this to be public, please. There we go. Tazlin, from behind you, you feel this sharp, or I guess, actually, you're probably facing the Nightwalker, so right in your gut, you feel this sharp pain as all of a sudden appearing from invisibility is that Shatterkai holding a spear that is sunken into your gut and has dealt 7 piercing and, for you, 12 necrotic damage for a total of 19 damage. That's already halved. Yeah, it was 25.
Okay, so 17 damage?
Yes. And he smiles at you and will...
Does he say anything?
No. Yes, actually. What was the last thing you said? Something about he's mine forever. So he says, I guess forever just got shorter.
Tazlin stares at the blade and he's like, ah! So
A normal roll. 19 hit you?
a 19 I can shield from, so I will use my reaction to shield, and it'll miss.
All right, and then he also gets to cast a spell. So he's going to cast... So he's going to, seeing Kale over there messing with the portal, he's going to point the butt of his spear at Kale, and 3 beams are going to fly out. I don't know why this isn't in here, but anyway, 3 beams are going to fly out. These are at a +8 to hit. 1d20 +8.
I know you said beams, but I want you to have said bees.
3 bees fly out. Does 16 hit you, Kale?
No.
All right, so only one of them hits you then. I assume a 23 hits you.
It just barely does.
All right, so it smashes into you for 7 force damage. And that is what happens. Next up is... Oops, that was this creature. Next up is this this guy who, like, doesn't really... He's like, do I go after... I guess I don't...
Get that one! Get that one!
All right. And I gotta pop to this, and so he will try and use his sword to slash at this guy, and will... Didn't he do that last time, too?
He sure did.
He's very bad at his job,
Just
y'all.
keeps rolling ones.
Just real bad at it.
You know what? Yeah.
Just real bad at it. He'll use his bonus action to try again. That doesn't hit, I don't think. No, it doesn't, but at least it wasn't a natural one. All right, well, he's not good at his job. It's fine. Jareth! Can she do it? Can she close it? No, she cannot.
Come on. Why the hell did Maliki choose you? Man?
She's got other powers. Look, this is intelligence-based skill. Mialiki granted her the powers of a druid, which are wisdom-based. So I don't know what you want from her. All right, the commander, seeing his shitty soldier not doing a very good job, is gonna run over and try and do the same. So slash with a long sword, misses. Slash again. Ooh, that's a hit. Slashes a 3rd time, misses. But hey, 15 damage to this guy. 15, but then he's going to use his reaction to do something. I need to read it again.
Is he wearing any icon, like any vestments or anything with any symbols?
Make me a wisdom perception check.
Okay.
Meanwhile, he's going to disappear.
What? No. Aw. Shucks.
Oh, shucks. I can still see him if he's just invisible. I got true sight.
You are correct, and he is just invisible. Why don't you... Will you make me a wisdom perception check as well, Kale, though, because he's not just standing there anymore.
Okie dokie. That would be a 23.
Yeah, so you see him sort of standing over here by this statue. He just sort of, like, the shadows wrapped around him, sort of like they did the other Shatterkai when they would teleport, but these stay wrapped around him and keep him invisible. Taslim, what'd you get on your perception?
An 11.
You didn't notice any before he bamfed out of there?
Yeah. Taslim just realized, ow, getting stabbed sucks.
All right, Taslin, you're up.
Taslin is gonna cover his newly acquired stab wound with, like, one hand, and with, like, a pain.
Sure,
He'll start... Yes. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, no,
well, I shielded one.
Shielded one. There's this one. You're right.
Yeah. So he's going to cover that with one hand, and then with his right hand, he's going to start casting greater invisibility on himself.
Okay.
And just cast that unless it's counterspelled.
It is not.
Okay, so he will go invisible, and before he starts moving away from where he was, he'll go, I used to believe in forever, but forever's too good to be true.
I can't.
And then he just goes 30 feet away.
All right. Round 13.
Oh, sorry. Skelly Boy is going to move right there.
Okay. Round 13. Wampum, you are up.
Alright, Wampum is going to start the shield spinning again. and
yes. Uh-huh.
Asked Kale, where is he at?
If I can, Kale will point with his shield hand in the general direction.
Yep, I'll buy that.
All right. First swing at disadvantage is a natural.
There you go. Yeah. So you just picked the wrong side of the statue. You got to try again on the other side.
And another natural.
Oh, but you picked the wrong statue the second time. So,
and a 16.
and finally on that. Oh, wait a minute. What's his AC? No, a 16 does not hit this one.
Okay. Ah!
Just you swung here, and then you realized it was the wrong statue. So you swung here. That wasn't it. You swung here, and he just managed to step out of the way from you.
So I'm going to move.
Oh, I guess you're throwing from over there. Anyway, same difference.
There.
All right, I love it. The Nightwalker continues its slow trudge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can fly, so it's just gonna go there. It's slow trudge over there. These other wraiths, they're not affected by its annihilation aura, but they're horrified by its presence. Nos, you are up.
I feel like Wampum has something. Like he's caught the scent of something. So I'm gonna shout, "Wampum, where?"
Here, somewhere.
Kale will keep.
Don't attack where I attacked.
What's Kale doing?
He's continuing to point at the general direction of the thing, wherever it is. I wasn't really paying attention when I was told out of character.
By process of elimination.
Yeah, surely eventually somebody will find him.
Okay, I guess it's just a question now of whether I go short of Wampum or long of Wampum.
I mean, maybe a perception check would let you see the blood that's probably dripping off his spear, because that won't be invisible when it touches the ground.
What would
It's
a
like a
perception
blood trail.
What would a perception check cost me?
I'll say that you can do it as a bonus action with disadvantage or an action and roll it normally.
All right, that's too much for what I planned. For what I planned.
Great.
All right, so I will get.
If it was just to notice something, that'd be one thing, but actively looking, I think will take a little bit more, so that's why.
I am actually going to have to stop flapping my wings and just drop to the ground and use my feet, because I'm faster on my feet. And I will hit this space here, and I'm going to be like, Wampum duck! And then I'm going to do my glaive, just do like a all-around 360 spin with the 10-foot reach. And so if it is within that region, the 10-foot region, that's what I'm trying to go for.
You're muted, Jazzy.
Got it. Thank you. All right. So you swing around, and Kale, you're keeping one eye on what's going on over here, I assume, because you keep pointing, so I assume you're at least kind of cognizant
Just
of
like
what's
it's
happening.
in his peripheral. He's just kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So Kale, you see that she is so close. She is just like scraping right in front of its nose, but you can sort of, I'll let you be more specific this time and inform her that it is basically just to, well, I guess if you're facing this way, just to the left of that statue. So step forward, stab right immediately to the left of the statue.
Kale shares that information.
All right, so if I get there,
Yeah.
could I then grapple it?
You could certainly try, absolutely.
I'm going to try.
All right, do it. Where is my...
18?
Where is my... Great.
Or actually, that would cancel out, wouldn't it?
Yes, I guess it
12.
would.
It's a
Yeah.
12.
Let's see. Well, you got something. You can't,
Yes!
but you got
Go,
it.
Nelson! Get him, Wampum!
All right, so Nos has something in her hands. I love it. I love it. I love it. Kale, you are up. You want to finish this job?
Yeah, I really would like to.
Roll a natural one.
Nope. It was single digit, but I have a plus 16, so it's 25.
Yeah, okay. Absurd. All right. So you can feel this vortex begin to collapse in on itself, and the invisible thing in your arms, Nos, lets out a just absolutely furious yell as this. Oops, that's here, isn't it? Yep. As this this vortex just begins to shrink smaller and smaller until it completely winks out and disappears.
Can I lick its tears as a free action?
Yes. I think maybe you get its eyeball the first time since you can't see it, but yes.
Nom nom.
Immediately, Kale, you can feel that there is a rush of divine power that sort of suffuses the place. Not that you can exactly access any of it directly, but you feel that just immediately, as soon as this thing is gone, the power returns to these temples. Lefcadio, you are up.
I see that Nos has got something, so I'm gonna head over to Nos.
Mm-hmm.
And say, you got him?
I definitely have something that's salty.
Oh man, I love it.
I'll start.
Start with that whip. Don't roll a 1. You go hit your friend, but do it.
I'll take a step back. And say, all right, I'm gonna get him.
I'm gonna get him.
And I get him with 14.
14 doesn't quite cut it. Nos is like trying to position him so that you're into your whip.
Hold him still.
Working at it.
19.
A 19 will do, yes.
It's 8 slashing, 5 necrotic.
All right. This one has a thing with necrotic, but is it immunity or resistance? Okay, great. You can't see it anyway, so whatever.
And then I'll just flick one more out at him for 20. The 9 slashing, 5 necrotic.
Excellent. All right. So with Nos's help, you managed to get 2 solid hits in. You're pretty sure you hit a couple of times. It's hard to tell, but
I think I got him.
Alrighty. Let's see. This is not great for him. Seeing that has happened. Oh no. Oh, Nos. Oh, you had to grapple him.
Yep, I sure did. Path of the Zealot, bring it on.
Oh no. Okay, hold this.
We did get water breathing, right? Just random.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
When we were in the temple.
Oh no, never mind. You're safe. You're safe. It is one or the other, not a combination of both, so you're safe. Okay, so in your grip, Nos, you can feel him beginning to squirm, and you feel him sort of reaching to grab something out of his pocket or a pouch, and you hear him begin to chant. And for a brief moment, he reappears in your arms before... Oops. And he's holding a little... you've seen this before, because Kale can cast plane shift without the amulet?
He can. Now, I don't think that he has.
Oh, well, then maybe...
I've met a wizard before, though, that told us about how to do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he has a tuning fork in his hand, and he's there for one brief minute holding it up, smiling in your face. Well, not smiling. He's very upset, but looking grim with it held up in your face, and then he vanishes again.
And would he have been in Nasa's square or his square? Because one would have been within counterspell distance, the other one wouldn't have. That's why I'm asking.
No, you don't. I mean, you're both medium creatures, so you can't occupy the same space.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I go to bite his hand, and I bite nothing.
Yeah. Okay. I think we can leave initiative, there is the question of the Nightwalker, but it's fine.
Never thought I'd hear that.
Yeah, well, I will say, actually, before the Shadowkai cast that spell, before it became invisible, it sort of leaned into you, Nos, and whispered in your ear, "She will know of you all." And then he appeared with the tuning fork and vanished.
Well, Nos is surprised that she doesn't already know of us.
Perfect response. So we can leave initiative. There is much to be done, but it doesn't have to be done in turn order for the moment. So, what's up?
I'm gonna quaff a health potion.
Walking around and busting all the shackles.
Yeah, and it'll take you a little while, Wampum, but you can absolutely. We don't need to sit here and roll for it. Like, you can eventually free all of these creatures. And actually, with the vortex gone, they're still very strong, but they're a little bit weaker. They're a little bit easier to cut through, to get through, to break through. So you can eventually, with the help of anyone else who wants to help you, free all of these spirits. And the commander of the spirits, once that's done, comes up to you, Wampum, and anyone else who assisted him, and sort of bows to you and thanks you and starts talking to you in Elvish. Right. So he just sort of goes, right. And then he just bows to you again.
Tazin will speak to him in Elvish if he has anything to say.
Yeah, sure. So you come over and speak Elvish to him, and he explains to you essentially that we are the guardians of the crypts here at the Temple of the Seldarine, and have been for generations, for centuries. It has ever been our job to stop those who wish to use the power held here to desecrate the resting places of our honored dead. And in this we failed. We did not think. And he sort of stops and actually finally, for the first time, takes you in, Taslan. And he looks a little askance for a moment. We did not think your kind meant to do us harm. They met here, they discussed things, but never intended damage or desecration. Until they did. We were caught unawares, and thank you and your companions for releasing us and allowing us to continue our watch.
You're quite welcome. I am sorry that such a thing occurred here, and know that I am looking on behalf of the Raven Queen further into these matters.
What are they saying?
I'll convey everything that's being conveyed to everyone else that doesn't speak Elvish.
And then Wampum's going to go around and see what the Shadowkai have on their persons.
Before all that goes off, I'm still wanting to talk to this guy, this apparition, through
So Wampum,
Taslan.
you can go and start looking at that, and I'll get it to you in just a second. So go ahead, Nos.
Taslan, can you ask them why they were chained up?
Why were you chained up, and do you know how they managed to bind you?
The Shadarkai, as you call them, often did rituals here, and often communed with entities from Shadow. The first time they attempted to connect to that dark plane was our first meeting with them. We attempted to stop them, and they assured us that they meant us no harm. They agreed to allow us to be at the ready for the remainder of their ceremony until they could prove their trustworthiness. And prove it they did. Thus it was that we did not see the danger in their most recent ritual until it was too late. The connection that they made to Shadow, that strange portal that your friend helped to dismantle, it removed much of our power and brought and gave power to the implements that they carried, the chains that they bound us with. They were able to overwhelm us quickly. There were many of them, not just the 4 you saw here. With our powers diminished and theirs increased because of the connection, they overwhelmed us, bound us, and kept us from materializing to call for help. It was with the weakening of the portal that we were able to materialize and get your attention in the first place. We owe you much.
Can you ask them if it would help them if they kept the glaive blessed by Timora? Can they keep the glaive blessed by Timora in case that ever happened again?
My companion, Nos, would like to know if you would like to keep the magical glaive, and if you think that would protect you or allow you to protect this place better.
Such a gift is well received and much appreciated. We have many weapons and powers at our disposal, but to have one that is not tied to the power of this place seems a wise precaution at this point.
Do I still have that scimitar that we got from Anders?
Oh, the poisony one? I
Yeah.
assume so. Unless somebody else took it? I don't remember.
I think I picked it up. I don't think I left it. I'll hand that over too because I don't really need it. I'll like motion. Does anyone want this?
To your party, you mean?
Yeah.
Or to the, yeah. Because that one useless ghost warrior is definitely going to want that one.
Yeah.
He needs all the help he can get.
Yeah. I mean, alternatively, I was going to give it to Skelly Boy, but maybe then he'd be able to break these chains. But I think it's probably better giving it to them. So I will hand that over.
Yeah, he just looks super overwhelmed.
And if Taslin tells me what that fella, the commander, said, I'll nod and offer my hand. See if he's even capable of taking it.
Yeah, he is. They're not exactly ghosts, right? Because they're able to hold onto your weapons and things like that. They seem to have some manner of control, some measure of control over their corporealness. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we'll grab forearms and do that Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's, just super excited.
Jareth, are you still around?
Jareth. Oh, yes. I was like, who? Shut up.
Maybe she's real quiet.
Yeah, actually, I think as this sort of began to wind down, Kale, she would have told you that she needs to now go upstairs to commune with the elven aspect of Sylvanas, of Mialiki, which is why she was here in the first place. That she needs to double check that the power has, made its way upstairs, and that if you don't need her for anything, she's going to go do that, and then she'll come back down and meet you all.
Okay. Once a portal, as soon as the portal closed, Kayla would have just collapsed to his hands and knees.
Sure.
And then
she would have actually. She could have helped you with that a bit. I need to check a spell list, but I'm sure she can assist you. And
I'm basically at max hit points right now.
Yes, well. Let's see. Oh, she can do this. Okay, great. One effect, yes. Okay, so she will... I don't know if she can. Sorry, I should have actually looked at this before. Innervating... yes, she can. So she'll cast Greater Restoration on you. and so you'll still be at whatever your current hit points is, but your maximum will be restored.
Cool. Great. I was going to do this myself, but I can save the
Yeah,
diamonds
she'll do
now.
Yeah, she's
Use it on
badass.
me,
She
I'm-
has any druid spell on the list at
Great.
will. So.
Taz's going to take a seat on the stairs after having this conversation and handing over the scimitar. He's just going to sit there, let everyone else do their thing.
Just out of curiosity, there's a Nightwalker in the corner.
Don't worry about Gerald.
Okay.
He'll be fine.
He's hoping you
I'm
forget
worried about
him so
Gerald.
he can-
We need
Worried
to talk
about
about Gerald.
All right.
I can send him back to the Shadowfell, or we can kill him. I suppose.
I get the
He's-
feeling I just get the feeling as a completely mundane person, generally speaking, that thing is like pure death.
Like, as soon as you said I can send it back to the Shadowfell, Kel would have said, like, yeah, do that. Do that.
Can
Please
I
do
do
that.
it after I rest?
Please do it now.
How are you gonna do that?
Plane shift?
Oh, okay, so you're gonna go touch him. Cool.
Yeah, see, that's why Tazin wants to wait 24 hours so he has full HP.
You don't trust your con saves?
I know I failed my con saves. I would be more than happy to send him back. However, if you didn't notice, I was stabbed with a spear.
Kel grabs the staff of healing from wherever he had it stowed.
Uh-huh.
And just without saying anything, he holds it up. And, well, I guess he has to say something. He holds it up and he says something in Sylvan. And he casts the Mass Cure Wounds spell for 3d8 plus 5 health to everybody in the party, I guess.
I see the staff
Generous.
raising up, and then I run real close to make sure I get in.
Ew, didn't roll great.
Me too, me too.
10. No, wait, 5, 10, 14 health.
Is that with your +5?
Yeah, it sure is. I rolled a 1, a 3, and a 5.
Sure.
How do you feel now? You feel
I
better?
feel like on a scale of 100%, I'm at 86%.
Okay, just come here. Come over here.
Come
He
here.
holds the staff out, and he uses it to cast Cure Wounds at some level. I don't know. Hold on.
He licks his
I gotta-
thumb.
Yeah, I only need 14 HP if that helps you.
He casts Cure Wounds at, I guess, 3rd level,
Sure.
which would be another 3d8.
Yep.
That was so much better.
I was ready for it to be the same.
Yeah, me too. 18. So he just reaches out and holds out the staff, and
All
I guess
right.
he tells Tazin to like just touch it, just touch it
Yeah.
real quick, just the tip,
I touched just the tip.
just for a second.
I hate
And I'm like, I do feel much better. I will be right back, presumably, in case this goes horribly awry, in which case, please rescue me. And I'm gonna go over to Gerald and say, time to go home. You will wait there until I come and get you when I need you.
Okay.
And so I'll make the con save.
Yep.
As
Make
he's-
that con save.
As he's walking away to do that, Kill will be like, "Remember, you have a sending stone now."
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna fail all of these, but hopefully I only need to make 2.
Yes, that should be true. So you take 6 necrotic damage,
Yeah, I'm fine.
okay,
And
And
then
then
I'm
you
gonna
send
cast
him away?
Flame Shift spell.
and
Uh,
send him where?
I'm going back to the. Oh man, see, I can put him any plane of existence I want. What would be the best place to just have a random night? No, I'm gonna send him back to the Shadowfell. I'm just gonna. are they able to and willing to just fail the charisma or the save to be banished? Or do I have to like hold his hand and then phase?
I think. Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Because I think I have two possible answers. Okay, so my first question for you is: if you're using it in this way to banish them, when you use the Amulet of the Plains, you have to like roll to see if you end up where you want to end up, right?
When I use it, I have to roll a intelligence-based flat d20. If it's under, I believe it's a 15, then it's random, your discretion.
Okay, so it feels like that should apply for when you do it this way too, right? Because it just says when you cast the plane. Oh. While wearing this amulet, you can use your action to name a location that you're familiar with. Make the intelligence save, and then if you succeed, you cast plane shift. So I think you have to make the check, and then we will see what happens.
That check, and if I had inspiration, I would have used it, but I already wasted it.
I don't know about I don't remember.
Before he leaves, after I heal him, I'll cast guidance on him. If that's
Sure, you knew what he was going to do. That's fine.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, on worst case scenario, I should be okay for at least 2 planes. So here's my intelligence check. It's a nat 1.
Shit. Failure. You and each creature and object within 15 feet of you trundle to a random destination. All right, roll a d100.
Is that the commander too?
Not the commander, because you didn't move your thing. He's over here with the Nightwalker.
Okay.
But it will be some of the other wraiths.
I mean, yeah, a 13.
Okay, so you named it. So what plane are you naming?
Shadowfell.
Okay, so you end up somewhere on the Shadowfell.
Yeah.
This is such a great time to end it this week. So you all watch
Shadowfell with a
as Tazlin goes over. He's like, "Y'all, I got it. It's fine. I'm gonna send him back." Poof. Tazlin,
is
the
there like a
Nightwalker,
scream as he does this, like, oh!
Side, absolutely. The Nightwalker disappears too, but so does Tazlin, and one of the wraiths just vanish. Cool. So that's just such a good place to end it for this week. So we're gonna end it there for this week. I love it. Thank you, everybody, so much for hanging out on this our final stream of Pride Month. Happy Pride, everybody! I'm so happy to have gotten to spend part of this evening with you all. Thank you for being here. A couple of shout-outs and thanks, and we are going to get to the drawing for the D&D Beyond Legendary Bundle. First of all, a big shout-out, thank you to Polar Knights, who's been subscribing and gifting subs all over the chat, which is awesome. Thanks so much for your support. We super appreciate you. Thanks for being here and for being cool with the subs. We appreciate it. Thank you everybody else who hung out and made. I'm sorry I wasn't able to be super active in the chat today, but scrolling back, it looks like y'all had a good time over there. So glad that was going on. Thanks for all of that, and thank you to everybody who's here and everyone who's going to watch this later that donated to the Trevor Project this month. As I keep talking, I'm going to start with a reminder that. We have been doing this fundraiser all month. We were trying to get to $500. We did that and a little bit more. Anyone who donated to the fundraiser got some entries into this giveaway that we're about to do. Carl, is it cool if anyone has a last-minute donation? Are they cool to keep doing that now while I'm talking?
Sure can.
So if anybody has last-minute donations, last-minute entries that you want to get in while I am talking and we're doing some of these outros, do that now. We are going to be giving away a D&D Beyond Legendary Bundle, which will give you access on D&D Beyond to everything that's been published so far in 5th edition that is available on D&D Beyond, and will also get you a discount to future products as they are released if you would like to purchase those on D&D Beyond. So awesome. Thank you all so much for your support of the Trevor Project. They're a really amazing organization doing incredible work helping with suicide prevention and counseling for particularly LGBTQIA+ youth around the country and around the world. So thank you for their support of that amazing organization. Thank you for hanging out on Pride Night. It has been super fun. Let's go ahead and we'll give everybody a couple of minutes with our last moments with the Trevor Project. So let's go ahead and do our outros first to give them just a few more minutes. We'll go in reverse order. So let's start with KC.
Hi, I'm Casey, Casey H on social media. If you liked what you saw today of me, you can also catch me on Tuesday evenings starting at 9 p.m. EST doing the World of Horror on this channel. And then on Tuesday mornings, I'm over on the Greyhawk channel at 9 a.m. Doing City of the Gods with Great Mustache and Company. And then also on Friday afternoons, starting at 5 p.m. EST, I am playing the Halfling Barbadron Eunice in the Old Faith, also on the Greyhawk channel. And I had so many. That was an amazing battle. I was blown away by the fact that I said during break, I was like, I can't believe they were fighting a Nightwalker. I know what that is. I'm freaking out. That was awesome. Thank you.
Yes, I was super excited about it too. I'm glad we got to it. Excellent, John.
Hey everybody, John. I play Wampum. Your battle master. It was a hell of a battle. I definitely enjoyed it. Now, when that shadow guy showed up, I kind of thought we might be in a little bit of trouble. So that's why I was popping the potions like candy. So I'll definitely see everybody next week.
Fantastic. Thanks, John. Graham.
Hi, I'm Graham. I play Taslin. You can find me on Fridays at 8 o'clock to 10:30 on the channel Twitch TV/Nairoki for the Magic Hands and their final 3 episodes. And that's about it. My favorite part, I think we all know, it was getting Gerald. Minute that guy came out, I said, ha, 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 to myself and just waited patiently for my turn.
Really good. Really good. And by good, I mean terrible. All right, Vinny.
I'm Vinny. I play Kale, the guy who can make Arcana checks all day long. I exist on social media. On Twitter, I'm Indolent Scuzz. I basically just retweet announcements for this game because this is the only game that I play in the streams. But also on Sunday nights, I usually post some sort of snippet of writing. It's always fiction, but sometimes it's fantasy, sometimes it's not, on my WordPress blog page called scuzz.rip. It's a real website. If you pay WordPress $5, they let you have weird website names. So I did that, but that is it. My favorite moment was probably when Taslin commanded the Nightwalker to not kill me to death. Loved that. That was awesome. Huge fan.
Definitely. And Carl.
Hi, I am Carl. I was playing Lefcadio. I also play Peleo Duentiero Tuesday nights with Casey on this channel for the World of Horn. I, too, big fan of Taslin coming in the clutch. There are all sorts of undead that he could have taken control of at any moment, apparently. And having that ace in the hole was certainly helpful when that guy showed up. So kudos to Taslin.
Definitely. And I am Eugenio, also known as your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, DM Jazzy Hands. You can follow me on Twitter at DM Jazzy Hands. In addition to DMing these folks, fine folks every week, I'm the dungeon master of the actual play podcast, The Last Refuge. You can find our Twitter at DND Last Refuge. That's at D, the letter ND Last Refuge. In 10 days, my podcast is going to be having our 2-year anniversary. We also have a giveaway going on. You can check out our show's Twitter and other social media sites for how to enter. But we've got a giveaway that we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a live stream on Wednesday, July 10th, giving stuff away, finishing out a great big story arc that we've been working on for 2 years now. It is all very, very exciting. You can also, if you want to see me live, you can also, other than on July 10th, you can also find me on Mondays. Mondays at 1, I'm on the Greyhawk channel, DMing a show called The Brenton Files, Monsters and Myths, a I try and make it spooky and like succeed about 50% of the time, and the other time it's just silly. But we have a good time over there on Mondays. Also Monday nights at 8 p.m. You can find me on Variant Roles, playing in a game set in Ravnica, the Magic the Gathering setting, and you can watch me play also on Fridays in a game on Encounter Roleplay called Basilica of the Cudgel. I always tweet about that, so if you're following me on Twitter, you will know when I'm going live. And that is me. Shall we do the drawing, Carl? I'm going to turn it over to you because you got all them controls.
I was about to do the drawing, and then we just got a slew of donations.
Fantastic. Y'all are the best. All right, well, I can vamp for a few minutes while you do that.
There was one anonymous donor giving $230.
Oh!
So that was quite significant. And then Miss Blue and Susie Boozy Black also donated, so I have to add you guys into the drawing real quick.
You do that while I will vamp. You all are amazing, truly. I can't, you know what, let me find the, hang on a second, project. I'm going to go ahead and link the Trevor Project website. I know you all are capable human beings and can goop things, but I'm going to put it in the chat anyway to make it that much easier for you to go just check out exactly what it is that they do and what exactly it is that we're supporting. I've worked with a couple of streams that have raised money for them this season, this year, and it's so important. You know, I don't know if any of you caught me yesterday. I hosted we called it Gay Pride Brunch, but it was a chance for, we've been doing it every week on Variant Roles, and it was a chance for people in the LGBTQIA plus community to come together and just talk about issues. And yesterday's episode was sort of specifically about the history of Pride and the history of the Stonewall riots 50 years ago on Friday. And, you know, one of the things we talked about is that we have come a long way in 50 years in a lot of ways, and we haven't come very far in 50 years in a lot of other ways. And it's important to celebrate, and it's important to be hopeful and joyful about the things that we've accomplished. But one of the things that really hasn't budged much, which is horrible to say, and it's very sad, so warning about that. But one of the things that hasn't changed since, at least since the late 70s, is the percentage of LGBTQIA youth that commit suicide every year. That number has stayed pretty stagnant in the high 10s, low 20%, which is not good. And organizations like the Trevor Project are doing everything that they can to change that, to make that number go down. You know, LGBTQIA youth end up sort of that unfortunately have not great home situations and have to leave home, end up in big cities with no money, nowhere to go, no one to go to. And organizations like the Trevor Project do their best to give them someone to go to, whether it's via phone, the internet, actual centers that these youth can go to in certain cities. And they do amazing work. And so we're really grateful. Thank you so much for supporting such an awesome organization. Thank you. Have I vamped depressingly long enough, Carl?
Yes, you have. I'm going to click the button to start the drawing.
There we go.
It's spinning.
This is fancy. I gotta.
The drawing is completed. We will click here to see the results.
See results.
And the winner is Frosty Blue.
Frosty Blue. All right. I haven't seen that name in the chat today, so I don't know if you're here tonight, Frosty Blue, but if you're not, that is perfectly okay. Congratulations. That's super exciting. We will be in touch with you about getting access to this legendary bundle. Thank you all that contributed. We ended up with, a little over $750, I assume, then, with that $230. So you're amazing. Thank you all so much. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We had a great time. We will see you same time, same place next week here at twitch.tv/GrituitousRP at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. See you next Sunday. Thank you so much, everybody, and happy Pride.
See everybody.
Bye.